Bosco. No, wait, no, Zito. God damn it, too many O's.
Yes, good.
That was a reflex.
That's a Simpsons moment.
Elfo.
It's gonna be like that today. I'm just gonna let you guys know.
Tash
This
the
is gonna
Kenku
be-
barbarian.
This is gonna be a crab can go anywhere. It's a crab episode. I can already feel it. Speaking of which, I found it.
Excellent.
Oh yes, the Seamus music.
Yeah, there it
Seamus
is.
music.
Good.
We like to call this. We like to call this the Dwarven Rave Party.
Yeah. They're doing the PS Home jive.
All right, going back to our main music. Apologies. Someone do something, please.
Hi everybody, welcome to the Unexpectables.
See, usually when I start, usually when I start stuff off, it's controversial, so I'm just staying quiet.
Fair enough.
Come on, say something
when
controversial.
I had to click the is there offensive language in the first like minute of the episode or whatever, I just shook my head and had an image of you as a Goomba in the back of my mind. I just clicked that button and I submitted the episode. God damn it.
Here, I got something for you. I'm working on a video talking about how Uzaki and Nagatoro are really good.
What?
I'll explain later.
And right
Did Monty
now, when
leave?
you're telling us
She's
where
outta
we
here.
can find you.
Oh God. You can find me at twitch.tv/Gaijin Goomba every Tuesday, Saturday, Sunday, 7 p.m. US Central. The Taiko streams are a little rough. If you were there last Tuesday, yeah, they were a little rough. I'm working on it. I'm trying to work with some sound people that I know to make things a little bit better. But I'm working up my little Tokasoft because I want that stream to be something really cool and really special. Otherwise, we've been playing... Dude, why didn't anyone tell me that Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2 was actually really good and the first one was absolute garbage?
Everyone got mad at the second one because it was really hard.
It is?
I guess. I don't know. I'm just remembering for all the guys in high school complaining about it. That's all I remember.
Yeah.
It's not hard. I mean, it's challenging,
Well,
but it's not super hard.
You're playing the Switch version.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, I know. There might have been some differences, but I don't know.
I can't believe Dark Souls is the Ninja Gaiden of video game.
Oh my God, Monty, please.
Yeah, Monty's
aside-
video game journalist.
So I'm
Irony.
plowing through the Ninja Gaiden series because I never had an Xbox. But there was also an old nostalgic game called Uppers, which is basically high school boys who look like they belong in college go to an island where everybody fights, and every female is a Garu who wants you to almost execute someone in a very particular way. It's a really good beat 'em up. It's got my favorite voice actor of all time in it. It's gonna be a wild ride whenever I get that going. That's for stream. Just for videos, really quick. Working on a second channel Gaijin Perspective video talking about how Uzaki is like not only really good. I know a year after the fact. I watched it with my wife, and not only is it good, it's highly relatable. Coming off of Don't Mess With Me, Nagatoro-san, which I will also be doing a video on because they're really good character studies that I think got overshadowed by dumbass memes. So that's that. I'm also working on my next Monster Hunter Rise video, talking about Gosharag. God, I can never remember that name.
Yeah.
The boy!
Gross.
Yeah, the boy that everybody's been wanting me to talk about, and I'm like, it's really simple, but okay. So yeah, I'm a busy little bee with all my Japan-oriented things. So that's me.
Egg salad. Bosco, where can they find you? What are you up to?
Google me. So I just want to say thank you to everybody that swung by the wrestling stuff this weekend. For those of you that don't know, we had our big WrestleMania moment. It was M&W Multivania, and I want to send a huge fucking shout out to Arkov and Zako, Dr. Caliban, Storyteller's Apprentice, Off Key Lime. We had such an amazing team, and we had to deal with so much bullshit this year. And everybody came together, and we had a phenomenal show. So thank you to everybody who showed up. Thank you to everybody who posted on Twitter. That was really cool to see all the people that won titles or defended titles. It was really, really fun. Yeah, and so we're taking a week off, and we're gonna come back stronger than ever on the 17th and 16th, I think. So Friday, Saturday. Give us a week. We'll be back. That's all I wanted to say. Peace out, guys. Be good to each other.
Smell, yeah. Zito, where can they find you?
You find me over at twitch.tv/Zito, where video game wise got back in the cart, so fucking me tearing what little hair I have left out of my head for fucking screaming at OCs beating me in a fucking Mario Kart-esque kart racer. Yeah, that's happening. You can find me also playing other modded video games and shit, because at the same time, I embrace change, but also I'm scared of change. That's why I don't play Among Us. You can also find me at the Ever-Ingen Almanac, where that's where all my homebrew shit is. I'm getting more into actual homebrew things and not stuff that's pertain to Faerun or anything, because that book's almost done. My editor is like 75% done with Aloysius Volume 1. So again, I just keep saying soon.tm. I'm praying that it's almost time. At this point, it's my editor, so we gotta make sure this thing's good and ready. But hey, at the end of the day, you'll have for the price of, I believe, yes, it's $30 a pop. So for $30 for both volumes, for $60 you could possibly have 80 plus player options that are actually usable in Faerun. None of this shit's homebrew. All of it is D&D actual made. Stuff that D&D might have not wanted you to know about again, but fuck it, I'm bringing it to light. Remember Spelljammer? Well, if you don't, now you do. It's happening again.
Shout out
Penguins.
to the best.
You get to be playable penguins.
Shout out to the first edition Tabaxi art for haunting my fucking nightmares.
Oh no, how terrifying. How wiry.
I'll find it.
Oh god, I'm terrified. Of all of them, why does the Tabaxi frighten me the most?
You think that's bad? You should see the Beholder.
Oh god.
Oh, you mean the potato with an eye?
Ah!
It's a ball with little sprouts on it.
I put it in general.
It's an exercise ball.
Oh yeah, dude.
That's some cat's shit right there. Oh,
yeah. 1.0 is a wild time, and I'm bringing some of that shit back.
No!
That's
Oh
gonna
my
be
god!
staring at-
Oh my god! What is that?
It's gonna be staring at me through my window tonight.
It looks like something on the outside of someone's house during Halloween.
It looks like a creepy pasta.
I was gonna say that thing's looking.
Oh, it's the
from edge of my
cartoon
head.
cat.
It's got one eye going one way and one eye going the other way.
Oh god.
Oh, it's the fucking creepypasta cartoon cat. Yeah.
All right, keep going. Sorry, I interrupted. I apologize.
I'm done.
Hey. Well then, Takahata 101, where can they find you? What are you up to?
On twitch.tv/Takahata101, gonna be a lighter week for streams. I might stream some Power Wash Simulator this weekend. Taking it easy this week though. But yeah, check it out. I actually got a YouTube now, a new one. It is. Here, one second. Let me just grab the link for you all here, because I totally had it prepared because I am professional like that. But actually, I don't even have the chat up. Never mind, guys. It's the Weird 101 VTuber Takahata. There you go. That's it. Bye.
Excellent. Monty Glue, where can they find you?
You can find me at MontyGlue on Twitter. You can find me at twitch.tv/MontyGlue. Streams are going to be sparse. I have a bunch of work I need to get done, unfortunately, for Unexpectables related content. So, unfortunately, this tomorrow will be no stream. I had to do a bunch of work, so unfortunately, there's going to be no streams probably until someone's typing really loud. Sorry.
All right.
I'll be streaming on maybe Sunday. So I'll just keep an eye on my Twitter. I'll announce it there, and as well as my Discord as well. But streams might be kind of weird for the next couple months just because of work-related things. So, yeah.
Excellent. I think that's just me left, and they can find me on Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube.com/DistortionDevil, where I stream Tuesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, playing some Tabletop Simulator, playing Digimon the trading card game. That was a lot of fun. Got to try out some new decks. Unfortunately, the tried and true yellow deck that I have got defeated for the first time last night, but it was still a lot of fun. Friday Funhouse, where I play basically whatever I want with a bunch of friends. Played some Guilty Gear Strive. However, this coming Friday, I'm going to acquiesce to the algorithm, and I'm doing a tier list. of all of the Guilty Gear character themes throughout all of the games,
All
joined
of them?
joined by special guest Midnight Kai.
Good grief.
Yes.
Oh, I will want
gonna
a
be-
thesis-like paper explaining why XX is the best soundtrack.
Midnight, get on it. And that's going to be happening this Friday, Saturday, before Gateway. Is going to be more Yakuza 4. That's a lot of fun. And Sundays, I'm probably going to be beating Resident Evil 8 this Sunday.
Finally.
Yeah. It's
About
been
time.
an interesting ride so far. Yeah, I know. There was a lot of things I wanted to play before that. But yeah, that's all happening. Be sure to check out Dead House Sonata, action RPG where you place the dead to fight the living. Been helping them promote their game for a good while now. They just released a tech demo for their animations, and it's pretty cool. There's a lot of really interesting new technology going into the game. Be sure to be on the lookout for updates on that. Follow that link, purchase yourself a Founders Pack, and also check out my DM's Guild, where I release 5th edition subclasses, including the Circle of the Sentinel Druid, which should be coming out sometime later this month. The last person I'd like to thank is our sponsor for this evening, Die Hard Dice.
Ooh, Monty was ready for that
I changed it up today. I'm not shaking it in my dice tray. I'm shaking it in my beautiful dice rolling scroll where you can store your dice
Whoa.
inside of a compartment. Listen to the acoustics on this shit.
It's just like
Incredible.
It's just like sound.
Correct, and you can hear more of those sounds at dieharddice.com. You can pick yourself up some dice and dice accessories, dice towers, dice trays, carrying cases for both your minis and your dice. And you can get all of that and more at dieharddice.com. And if you use the code TheUnexpectables at checkout, you can save 10% off your order. at
They're running a really
dieharddice.com.
they're running a really cool dice promo right now where they have a dice set that each die is a different color. Like each individual like type of dice is like a different color. So if you're trying to teach someone D&D or if you're new to D&D, those are perfect. Because then if you're playing and you don't know what to do, or if you're playing with someone who doesn't know each dice, you could be like, oh, roll the blue one, or oh, roll the green one. So I highly recommend that set for new players, or if you're intending to teach new players. So it's very, very cool. So definitely check that out. Very, very neat.
Indeed. And no, you cannot eat the dice.
No, don't eat the dice, even though they look delicious.
They look delicious, but I trust me on this one.
The forbidden
not gonna wanna-
grandma candy.
Yes, forbidden gummy.
Don't go into the candy jar. You'll regret it.
Don't regret it for the rest of your days.
Roll for
Oh my
initiative,
God.
Sonny.
Well, I suppose I should read off these bits and subs then.
You have, unfortunately, a very limited amount of time, so you have basically 10 minutes, if not less. So just make a
Okay.
second. Sorry.
Ransack 16, thank you for the 11 months. And for the 500 bits. Replica Rabbit, thank you for the 4 months of Prime subbage. Shataw the Rampage, thank you for the 15 months. Magic Ninja Go, thank you for the 100 bits. Sergeant Tucker, thank you for the 300 bits. Tazuto, thank you for the 5 months. Greasy X Spoon, thank you for the 15 months. Duke Will, thank you for the 4 months. Pie Rounded, thank you for the 2 bits. Flustered Bun, thank you for the 12 months. F Gear, thank you for the 400 bits. Shahalem Froggy's Mom, thank you for the 16 months. Corey the Platypus, thank you for the 14 months. Portal Jumper 339, thank you for the 500 bits. Xanawind, thank you for the 120 bits. Pentageddon, thank you for the 1,000 bits. Lynx Flame, thank you for the 500 bits. Iron Einherjar, thank you for the 100 bits. Blaze Gem Spark, thank you for the 4 months at tier 2. Gudrun, thank you for the 300 bits. Zenlita, thank you for the 1,000 bits. Greckles Flowery Nips, thank you for the 4 months. Pentageddon, thank you for the 50 bits. Dragasoon, thank you for the 9 months. Jewelry Jelly, thank you for the 14 months. Valus, thank you for the 15 months. Paladin Bubbles, thank you for the 15 months at Prime. Erwin Elf, thank you for the 4,000 bits. America Roleplayer, thank you for the 510 bits. Blackfoot Ferret, thank you for the leap bits. Cerberus Magician, thank you for the 100 bits. Pixel Girl, thank you for the 100 bits. Ebon Sky, thank you for the 500 bits. Tears of Mozart, thank you for the 13 months. Grekel's Flowery Nips, thank you for the 100 bits. Sergeant Tucker, thank you for the 12 months. Sky Blaze, thank you for the 100 bits. Mr. Insecure, thank you for the 100 bits. Ransack 16, thank you for the 500 bits. Drago Soon, thank you for the 45 bits. Kaze 3173, thank you for the 500 bits. Korean Solist, thank you for the 9 months. The Sequin Kid, thank you for the 14 months of Prime subbage. Flustered Bun, thank you for the 200 bits. Macabre Noir, thank you for the 15 months. Lynx Flame, thank you for the 70 bits. Yuki Usagi, thank you for the 12 months. Zool the Cat, thank you for the 205 bits. Fantastic Callum, thank you for the 50 bits. Buttered Up Dragon, thank you for the 4 months. Nom Nom Goblin, thank you for the 195 bits. Blonde Man Cat Snake, thank you for the 15 months of Prime subbage. Omen the Gloomy Bunny, thank you for the 13 months of Prime subbage. Meek the Bassist, thank you for the 245 bits. Muffin Mage 9, thank you for the 6 months. Luke the Lucas, thank you for the 10 bits. Aeon Protect Gaming, thank you for gifting 50 subs to the community. My God, Mark.
You're fired, Mark.
Be nice to Mark.
I know where you live.
That's true. You guys met up
Go to
once.
why?
But thank you for the 50 subs, Mark. Appreciate you, man. The Toasty Ghosty, thank you for the 200 bits. Tixtixel, thank you for the 7 months. That Blue Pixie, thank you for the 403 bits. Alien Ghost 365, thank you for the 15 months. Who Are You? Where Are My Pants? Thank you for the 3 months. Jerry 17, thank you for the 3 months. Jinty 13, thank you for the 6 months. The Friendly Hobgoblin, thank you for the 7 months of Prime. Ox Factor, thank you for the 11 months. Friendship Optional, thank you for the 13 months. Plata 64, thank you for the 12 months of Prime subbage. Ace Bounty, thank you for the 1,000 bits. Alien Ghost, thank you for the 200 bits. Optimal Equivalent, thank you for the 1,000 bits. And Magic Ninja Go, thank you for the 100 bits. And Jinty, thank you for gifting a sub.
Okay, I guess we should make an announcement first before we start.
Right.
Yeah, so we have a bit of an announcement to make. If you guys were here earlier, I mentioned I'm busy with stuff. There is a reason for that. So for the weekend, the 17th, which is a Saturday, the 17th, the 24th, and the 31st is going to be a special 3-part campaign, which is going to take place on those days. It's only 3 episodes, and is going to feature the lovely talents of Zoran the Bear, Boobs McBalrog, Joe Fudge, and our own audio guy, Austin Eruption, who edits our podcast. We're letting him out of the hamster cage.
For one time.
One time. This is going to be a special 3-part one-shot that's going to happen in July. And here's a fun little placement. It is a Unexpectables one-off that is based in the land of Ruba. So we're going to get a little sneak peek to that region of the world. And it's going to be pretty fun. So definitely come and check that out. You'll see probably more announcements as we get closer to the date. But yes, that is what we're doing this in July. And it's going to be kind of a special fun thing. Very, very chill and should be fun. So yeah. Beyond that,
Also, the
I actually-
18th is my birthday.
happy born day.
Yay, I'm aging.
Just like me, Cito.
I'll beat you in age yet, by gum!
All right, you guys ready to get started?
Oh, I guess.
I can't hear you, I'm dead.
I'm dead before you. Wait.
All right. When last we left our heroes, Tass the Kobold Ranger, Greckles the Kenku Rogue, Borky the Orc Barbarian, Panic the Tiefling Bard, and Remy the Kenku Fighter, The party enjoyed a lovely night out at the Moonkite Circus, courtesy of their old friend Rat from Chicadia. The party enjoyed a VIP backstage pass with entertainment and a beautiful and wondrous theater circus show. But suddenly, during Rat's own performance, a pair of Tyrannosaurus Rexes burst into the scene, being led by one curious and one baby-stealing log. After calming the T-Rexes down through vicious combat and eventually making their way back home, the Unexpectables enjoy more downtime and more planning for the looming threat of the Periton army. Now, as we return to the Unexpectables, we see what plans they're up to help in these efforts. So, you all meet up one morning and you guys sit down as breakfast is served to you. A beautiful scrambled eggs with chives, along with some toast, and some thick cut slices of cheese.
Excellent cheese, Mr. Boppington. Is this cow?
Oh, it is. Actually, it's a cow, and the next one next to it is that's goat.
Ah, excellent, because you are the goat. You're the greatest of all time there, Mr. Boppington, when it comes to
Oh,
cooking.
Porky.
Now, okay, can I use the ladle in the back to feed myself? It's quicker.
Sure. He just throws it to you.
While this is happening, Greckles is gonna lean over to Panic. Panic, quick, take my cheese. I can't eat it.
Oh, right. Sure.
Don't let Ty see it.
Just sort of scoot the plate over to me and just grab the cheese.
I was great seeing Rat last night, wasn't it, guys?
Yeah, last night was pretty entertaining.
And very dangerous.
What is it? Never.
I was just about to say.
See, every time we see a big lizard, something bad happens. Thank God you're tiny, Tash, because otherwise we'd be in trouble all the time. Would we?
Well, Ash just shrugs and eats his eggs.
I mean, we kind of are in trouble all the time.
That just is kind of the nature of our existence, it seems. The stronger we get, the more tough opponents show up.
Yeah, sure does seem like that.
You doing okay there, Panic?
I don't know.
Well,
Can I
out with
insight
it.
that?
Out with it.
I mean, what's more to say? I'm worried.
What, the future?
Yeah, like, you know what we all saw.
Panic, I look at it this way. When it comes to Alvast, it always seems like within a week or two, there's always something around the corner looming. And if nothing else, it's better to just enjoy the time that you have and not worry about tomorrow.
Yeah!
I suppose, but like, you know, these are high stakes. It's just been on my mind.
Why now? Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say, Remy, you are with them, by the way, just for context.
Oh, I figured.
Hi, Remy.
Just G-mods in from the floor.
But no, seriously, Panic. Why now of all times?
Why not what?
Why be this worried?
This is war we're talking about. And the end of the world, maybe.
I mean, thinks back to our giant screw up and Stillhavity. I mean, that's already once happened before. Not to diminish your feelings or anything, but I have faith that we can accomplish whatever we need to. And not just us, but all the people we've met as well.
Yeah, I guess it just feels like I've got something to lose this time.
If it makes you feel any better, I'm in the same boat as you. But we must press on.
It's for those people exactly why we fight. All the more
Yeah.
feverishly.
I know.
How about you, Borky? Who are you fighting for?
Now you Task, Kiwi, Panic, Remy. I also, again, I said Panic, right? Task, Greckles, Remy, Mr. Bobbington, Helga, the guy, the one tiefling who wears a mask over there. Yeah, I'll fight for him.
Hello.
Hi, and also, I would also fight for. Borky looks around himself, all around himself. Scrabbles. Oh,
said-
what happened? That's crazy.
Look at the look at the
I was
floor.
really expecting. Honestly, I was expecting it. But you know, nonetheless, not only that, just people outside of this building I'll fight for too. Doros. Willow. I see Doros gonna be fighting for Willow. Who's gonna be fighting for Doros then?
I would think Willow.
Wait.
Two people can fight for each other, Borky.
Son of a bitch, that's true.
I'm so glad you hit a strike after I set up those 10 pins.
Borky's
Got
doing
the
math in
double.
his head right now.
Helga,
about you,
at
Re-
this point, you see Helga at kind of like rubbing a glass. You see 3, 2, 1. Someone say my name!
Oh God, Jack! Oh, the eggs are all on the floor. Oh, we got
She starts eating the eggs off of the floor.
Oh my God, it's old tongue. Snake. Like a cartoon's tongue.
Lucky you.
Oh, you guys already got food. What'd you call me for? Waste of time. You watch as she
No, we were
digs and
talking-
disappears.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
How does she dig through wood so easily?
Probably just a lot of practice.
Must be the claws, really.
You know, she wasn't like that when we hired her.
Yeah, it's almost like she's digressed into a horrible goblin of some sort.
She worked at the Romantian, didn't she? Like,
Yeah.
Wasn't she kicked out?
I think she
Gee,
quit.
I wonder why.
Oh. Well.
Actually, you know what?
Garbles the Mistress is an enigma.
Helga,
Mm.
what do you fight for? This is a very serious question, by the way.
Roll a persuasion check.
Come on. Roll 20.
Come on, roll 20.
There it
First
goes.
roll of
16.
serving it up. Greckle's way.
Come on, surrogate mother. I brought you the alcohol.
Alcohol.
You sure did.
Surrogate mother.
Also, yeah, what the fuck? What do you mean?
I don't know. Maybe we'll have to develop character to find out.
Who says I have to fight for anything, little birdman?
Because I think every great warrior worth their salt fights for something.
You are also young. And she kind of just shakes her head and she sits down the glass next to her and she crosses her arms and she goes, "You do not fight because it is glorious. Fighting is ugly. You come out with wounds. You lose friends and family. Even more so, people, constantly. Do you think me killing those dragons to the south was glorious? No. Several people died. It was bad. But you do it anyway. Because it's what's important. That's why I fight. Because it's important. Not for anything else."
And I
Takes
think
up
that's
the
a
glass
great
and
answer.
Guess I'd have to agree with all of that. It just, it's tiring.
Task is looking over some documentation and writing down things on paper. He's not actually paying attention to a lot of the conversation.
Oh shit, is there homework due?
What?
Are we going to school? Oh, have I forgot it all?
Borky, you went to school?
No, we went to that one time, remember? We taught the kids how to suplex and fight each other.
Yeah, but we were teachers. We didn't have to learn anything.
That's true. I learned nothing from my experience. He says proudly.
God, I hope that doesn't happen to Tarisk.
How about you, Remy? Aside from the obvious, because, well, you are an honorable fellow, what do you personally fight for?
family. I fight so no one will ever have to fight again. I fight so there will be no more fighting.
That's a noble cause.
It is noble. In the grand scheme of things, a wee bit foolhardy, but noble nonetheless.
I used to fight for something.
And what was that?
You looked over, you see Kiwi, and he's like sitting at a table, his head is on it like sideways, and he's just got like tears running down both of his face, like his face. You see him like picking petals off of a flower, just like slowly and melancholy.
Oh no.
Kiwi, did something happen?
There was this girl I fancied. And they're in love with another Kenku. I don't get it. He sits up. Is there something wrong with me? Am I ugly? Is my beak too long? Are my legs too short? This is bullshit. He throws like the flower and it just like it's too light. It just kind of like, you know, when you try and throw a piece of paper and it floats side to side and lands on the ground next to you. He goes, ah!
I mean, those last two
Whoa.
aren't wrong.
Slow your roll. What do you mean? What are you talking about, Kiwi? Like,
Okay. You can't make fun of me.
We never do.
cross my heart.
He gives you a look, Reckless. As they say, we never do. He just gives you a look, like the eyes just narrow.
I mean, he's not wrong to have that level of skepticism.
This man has murdered people.
I have a dark secret.
Dark.
I knew it.
I'm in love with Robin.
Oh, is that all?
Holy
Oh,
shit.
she gives my feathers the honey goes something fierce.
Have you yet to say this to her? As Task is still looking at paperwork.
I've been writing beautiful poetry.
But have you told
But
her?
did you say it to her face?
I've written her beautiful poetry and I leave it outside of her door.
Okay, Kiwi, that's kind of the #1 problem.
Is it signed?
Yeah,
Have,
from
have you
Kane.
told her how many children you want with her?
Whoa!
What?
Panic! What?
That's the advice I was given.
That's some very forward advice.
Yeah, did I give it to you?
I shrug. Not my advice.
Well, what does it matter anyway? She's in love with another. And you just see the lights get like dramatic for no reason. Just like they just clenches his fist.
Spotlight
I clap
on
my
only
hands.
him.
The light comes back.
I was gonna ask her out to that Moonkite circus. I saved up all of my work money to get beautiful tickets for front row seats. And then I find out he like bites his knuckle, but it's like kind of to the side because his beak's so big. I found out that she went with another Kenku.
That shut of a bitch!
I'll have to kill him!
Slow turn. Look at
All right,
Crickles.
all right. Look, Greckles is actually going to approach Kiwi, and just like, how tall is he?
It's very short.
So he'll just kneel down.
Small arms.
Kiwi, listen.
He's medium sized, so he's about the size of a dwarf, I would say. Like
Okay.
about there, yeah.
Kiwi, listen.
I'm listening.
Things that are grandiose gestures, wild, flippant transitions of extreme emotion. These are all things that would drive someone away. If you want to prove to someone that you care about them, you be there for them in the everyday, not through flowery letters or gifts or anything like that, but even something as simple as a hello or walking home with them. The mundane, those are the ways, at least I
Kiwi
think.
nods. Kiwi nods and looks and goes, so I should never leave them alone and I should follow them home.
No, Kiwi, you're not listening to me.
Task puts his paperwork down, lets out an enormous sigh, stands up, grabs him by the back of his shirt, and pulls him forward.
Oh, see, now you got Task involved.
You will not dance around the subject any longer. You will go to her You will explain your feelings as bluntly and as calmly as you possibly can, and let her give an answer back.
What
I am
do I
so
do?
sick and tired of nearly everyone around me constantly fucking dancing around all this flowery bullshit when you can when all you have to do is just say I love you.
I mean, it doesn't even have to be that serious. You just be like, "Do you want to go out sometime?"
But there's already someone in her life.
Then
I
you
feel very attacked right now. Is
then
all I'm
you-
saying.
Then you fight. Then you fight for that, not in a literal sense.
I kill him.
He just pulls out a kitchen knife.
Yeah, he pulls out the frying pan, and you see determination in his face. I kill him.
And you think that's gonna win her over?
I slapped the knife out of his hand.
Ah, no.
Kiwi, look at me. Do
No,
you really think that's
probably-
gonna win?
No, it's not, but it's all I know.
Well, then that's why you need to learn some other things, Kiwi. We've all had to do that. Some of us are still doing it. You need to be honest with not only her, but yourself. Be realistic about things.
I'm gonna sign my poetry. He watches, he stands up and walks away.
Good man.
Greckles just shakes his head and just
It's a
goes back to his
start.
table.
Hey,
Is it?
You know how Kiwi's kind of like, he's a bit much. What if we tell Robin that he likes her? Huh? And if Robin doesn't like him back, she can let him down easily. Or not, depending.
Is that something you really want to embroil yourself in, Borky?
I did that with Willow and Doros.
Let the birds be dumb together.
Very well.
I mean, we always,
But besides, this is partially your fault, Greckles.
You know, Let me clarify to all of you, gentlemen and lady.
Mhm.
I just saw someone that worked really hard, who deserved a break, and I don't know. Maybe I thought it might just be fun.
And you did not take me. Helga just keeps cleaning the glass.
Helga, would you
Helga?
Helga, would you have even said yes?
Probably not.
Well, there you go.
Hmm.
But you do you.
I always do.
You know,
Anyway.
any other further confusion could be avoided if you just tell Kiwi that it was you and that you actually don't have any romantic feelings for her.
Well, it sounds like I need to talk to Robin about this more than anything.
I just guess I'm wrong for thinking that it could be straightforward.
It does not always work, little lizard man.
I guess not.
But at least it's honest.
Mm.
If Robin does have feelings for me, I'd be surprised if they aren't anything more than just basic and superficial. It was one night. Things were wild.
Yeah, that's how it usually starts.
Yeah, but that's probably
That's
where
how I
it
was
needs to-
born.
That's okay.
I am
That's-
glad I was not drinking water right there.
Almost
That's
got
also
you.
that's also probably where it needs to end. I don't know. Don't you just ever want to just invite someone out to have a good time who you think kind of deserves it?
No.
It's a hard side glances to Helga and then returns to the gentleman.
Oftentimes I do, yes.
Well, there you go. I didn't mean anything by it.
No, of course you didn't.
This is something I'm probably gonna have to fix, but I don't know. It's just a flight of whimsy, I suppose.
Mm.
Sometimes you find someone who's nice and you want to do something nice for him. She's Baka's daughter or niece?
I
know they're related.
I think she's the daughter, but it's been a while.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Let me look that up.
Daughter.
I mean,
I'm
because
pretty sure it's the daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Um,
Baka's got a great restaurant. I've been there numerous times. I know how hard Robin works. I just wanted to do something nice, a random act of kindness. It seems so few these days.
Yeah, she's the daughter of
Okay.
Mr. Baka.
Well, I'm gonna be no stranger to selfless acts if everything I'm hoping to accomplish soon can be made true. At least, maybe after the war, if it looks this way.
If there
yeah.
is an after the war.
Well, I remain optimistic in that fact.
Everybody's splitting off.
Are we now? Last I remember, I was still an employee here.
I mean, Borky's
Last-
got his cheesery.
I
You're
should.
making your zoo.
And that doesn't mean that we're not. And that doesn't mean we're family.
Well, no, I never said anything of the sort, Greckles. Who the fuck was that?
Ow! Somebody just cut me. Jesus, you're so edgy.
But then what does that mean about you two? I look over at Greckles and I look at Panic. Then if me and Borky apparently have this situation completed as you would believe it to be, what about you? Where does your future lie then? If you could make one for yourself.
If I could make a future for myself, it would be basically what we've been doing, protecting the city. It's one of the things that I always believed in is to protect a place, whether it be a noble's castle or an entire city, and that's how I feel about here. This is my home.
Sounds
This
like
has
you want to
been-
be. Oh, go ahead.
This has been my home long before I even realized it. And I don't know, maybe work with Welch and develop some kind of special service. I don't know.
You wish to be auxiliary to the city, a noble and very useful set of skills.
More or less.
And what of you? I look over at Panic.
Probably significantly less noble and a lot less useful. He sort of runs his hand along the lightning scar on his chest, runs it up his neck to his horn that has a crack in it, and then runs it back through his hair. I'm going to be honest, guys. I came to this city because I wanted to be a musician. I never had any ideas of being a hero. And I think when all of this is over and everything is said and done, I think I'm going to leave. I want to go out and I want to see the world and play music for people. And this whole hero business, risking my ass for the fate of the world, it's just lost its luster on me. I think after all this stuff with the war is over, I'm done.
Why?
I want to go back to Tricadia and see how my folks are doing. I want to try and start a relationship with Helena, live something like a normal life.
But Helen works for the city. Does that
She
mean
works-
you would come back?
I don't know.
Panic,
Depends on her, I guess.
You have an entire city to play to. Between the adventuring, I understand. The risking life, I understand. But you have one of the grandest stages on the planet. And how many times have you performed here? To how many crowds?
Around 17, I would think. Officially. 17 sounds right.
17 in a city this big. Have you even played at the higher districts?
I have not, but
Well.
if there's anything I've learned from adventuring around with you guys, it's that doors are squeaky, and also the world is bigger than Alavast.
That's
Not to
fair.
say that I would leave forever. I mean, I own a business here. I mean, I gotta come back sometime. get the logistics of that taken care of. More importantly, traveling around, for me at least, and I sort of pull out a piece of jeweled chalk from my pocket. Not really that big of a deal for me.
Well, that is absolutely fair.
But I want to see more than just Alavast, and I want to play for more than just Alavastians. I want to be Panic Grimtongue, the world-renowned bard. Not just Panic Grimtongue of Alavast.
I'm
A
curious.
valid goal.
What will you do after you accomplish that goal?
Fuck, I don't know. Probably get rich and fat and make a couple kids, I guess.
I don't know.
I believe you're thinking a little too far ahead, Greckles. Not to say that it's incorrect to do so.
Well, I don't want to get
here. What?
I don't want to get too philosophical over breakfast, but I believe in a slower burn goal, something that can keep me going until these legs finally give out on me. Something simple, obtainable, but a joy never ending. I don't know. Just eats another egg.
And you? I
Well,
look
it's not like
over
I'm
at
gonna
Remy.
What about me?
Surely you can think of something in your future that you would like to obtain. Other than just protecting the city and being all noble and whatnot. Especially being a noble of sorts.
Task, have you ever been in a war before?
It depends on what you count as war.
Have you ever been on the front lines of a war?
Ash thinks back to Iron Oath. In a manner of speaking, sort of, yes.
Do you remember the sight of the front lines being wiped out?
Aye.
I probably don't have a future. I'm probably going to die defending this city.
Grant me this then. A hyperbole then. Say you came out of this unscathed, or maybe even lost a limb in glorious battle. You defended all the people, your family is safe, and now there's a void leaving you wanting for something. In this hypothetical situation, what would Remus Corbeau want to do going forward in this fake imaginary world?
And this is where most of you don't understand nobility. What Remus Corbeau wants doesn't matter. Even if I survive whatever this coming battle is, my fate is already decided for me. It is whatever is best for my house. I will go and do whatever is necessary.
You're happy with that answer?
It is reality, Panic. I told you should enjoy the freedom you have because you don't know how lucky you are to have it.
What does make you happy?
You. All of you. I get to watch what could have been.
A stalwart guardian, then.
Good night.
Sorry.
Bless you, random human in the background.
Sorry. Too much pepper on my food.
Trust me, I'll never be able to thank you for what you all have done for me.
What is it that binds you to your house?
It's my relationship with my family. I would do anything for them.
Is it fair to say that they would do the same?
They would. Such is the burden of nobility.
This seems like a two-way street with two walls. if they would do anything for you and you would do anything for them, then who actually decides who's happy?
Society.
You're in the company of adventurers. Society used to have no use for us, only when the coin was there.
We come from very different worlds, Task.
Aye, that we do. It may surprise you that I've considered ending up being a part of this quote-unquote society's nobility. Don't get me wrong, I have no intention or way of proving that me, a red kobold in the city of Alavas, has any sort of nobility inside of him. But the thought has occurred to me. If I have nothing else outside of all of this, if my zoo is a failure, if I have nothing to go on for going further, I have been giving thought to offering my services as egotistical as it might sound, champion to the Church of Orthoc.
That is incredibly noble.
I haven't thought of it too far, but just something the old man who used to run the place there.
As you...
Oh,
sorry.
go ahead.
No, go ahead. I finish your thought.
As much as our time together was very short, his words rang very deep and very true into me, and his only request was to make sure that his daughter was at least given some sort of friendship, and, well, without his guidance, I might not have turned into the lesser of all evils version of myself you see before you. So, as an act of contrition or respect, becoming a member of their church seems like a fun idea.
As you guys are having this conversation and finishing up the last bits of the meal, very good, very delicious, and very much missed. You're so glad you're not eating cavefisher eggs anymore and instead are eating proper chicken eggs. The door does open and you see two familiar forms enter inside with purpose and poise. You see Pilchard, and to the right of him, you see Azra Sahar, who you've not seen for a decent amount of time, actually.
Hey, Mrs. Zahar, how's it going? The cheesery's almost open.
Good. She just blinks twice.
So what do we owe the fit?
I have been ordered by Lady Saliandris to meet with you. She said you had something specifically you wished to use with this, and she unlatches her sword and she holds it up.
Right. That was me.
She kind of looks around at the sort of like general, people are kind of shouting and laughing. There are some adventurers just going, and it was this big and it almost ate me. And they're like, oh, this sort of general chattering. She goes, is there somewhere more private we could reside in for this event?
Probably. Where would be a good place? I mean, there's my room, but it's kind of tiny to fit all of us in there.
We could
Helga
always go to
kinda-
the gardens.
Helga looks up and goes, why not the library if you're doing nerd shit?
That's true, that's where the books live.
Possibly. Okay. Shall we go to the library then?
That works for me. And she kind of looks towards Pilchard. I'll return shortly. Tell Lady Saliandris that I've begun my duty today. And you watch as Pilchard goes, yeah, all right. And he just turns around and leaves. And she kind of cocks him a bit of a look and turns back.
Okay.
So he was just chaperoning her, essentially, or?
Yeah, they're working in groups, probably.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Splitting off in pairs of twos.
Buddy system. All right. You guys take Azra up to the library?
Yep.
All right, you guys make your way up the stairs. The library has not moved. It actually has expanded. It's gotten bigger. And as you enter inside, you currently see Enceladus currently working at his desk. He's got a stack of books up, and you can see him kind of scratching his brow with the end of his, the end of his quill. And you see his little construct assistant kind of like lining books on the shelves. And as you guys enter, the little construct kind of turns and goes, oh, hello, and then kind of moves out of the way of you guys as you enter inside. You see Enceladus kind of go, oh, hello. Is there
Hey.
something I can help you with?
Well, just need a little bit of space is all. I hope we won't bother you. I need to do a deep dive on something. And it,
Are you in need of books, or simply? Let me clear off the table. And you watch as he snaps his fingers, and like the books begin to move on their own and begin to get reslotted back into the shelves as he kind of rolls up the scroll he was working on and sets it aside.
Just some space will do. Thank you.
Do you need privacy? I could leave. Honestly, I could use some breakfast.
There's a lot
I
of
mean,
eggs
go for it. Go for it if you
downstairs.
want to. Don't
Sounds like-
really need privacy.
Sounds like you should probably get that anyway if you haven't eaten yet today.
No, I got started early. Interesting book, hard to put down.
Sort of lean over and try to see what the cover is.
It is a archaeology book, surprisingly.
Ooh.
It's noted. Actually, roll a perception check for me because you're kind of sneaking a look at this point.
Perception. Oh, wow. That dice did a friggin' dance. 10.
10. All right. You know what? Easy enough. You don't see the gist of what it is, but it says Tethalosian's Tower is what it's entitled as.
Tower. Neat name.
Tethalosian's Tower. He stands up and kind of collects a couple of books and a little bit of parchment, and he kind of gives you guys a knowing nod. And he looks at Azrazahar, and Azrazahar just kind of gives him a look, and he goes, okay, and then keeps walking and heads down the stairs.
Gulps.
You
and
guys
walks
are
away.
left in the library by yourself.
Okay. Well, I guess you guys can sit and watch if you want to. I just need a little bit of space here.
What exactly are you doing?
I'm gonna find out what we're working with here, and I will, if she allows it, I'll set Azra's sword pommel side down on a table.
As you reach out for it, she does stop for a second. She goes, this is not going to break this blade, is it?
No,
Okay. She nods and she gives it to you.
probably make the room a little stinky though. And I'll set it down on the table. I'll open up my coat, and I'll reach into the portable hole, and I will pull out 4 ivory strips that I will place in the 4 cardinal directions around the pommel of where the piece of the Undersun is on her sword.
Okay.
I will set them down, reach back in. I will grab out like, you know those cones of incense?
Mm.
Yeah.
I've got 4 of those that I'll set equidistance on opposite sides of the table, and I'll with a flash of my finger just light them all with prestidigitation.
They all take off. Remy, it brings back an interesting memory, a recent memory, as you see them light on their own.
I'll sit cross-legged in a chair, summon catharsis in my lap, and I'll sort of just play it horizontally while it's on my lap, sort of like a, I'm not sure what it's called, like a Hawaiian harp or something like that. I forget what
Okay.
the actual name of it is, but I'll just pluck at the strings while it's on my lap and close my eyes and take a deep breath and inhale some of the incense and cast it back out. And over the course of 10 minutes, I will cast Legend Lore.
Okay. Just to get the details of the spell.
Name or describe a person, place, or object. The spell brings your mind a brief summary of the significant lore about the thing you named. The lore might consist of current tales, forgotten stories, or even secret lore that has never been widely known. If the thing you named isn't of legendary importance, you gain no information. The more information you already have about the thing, the more precise and detailed the information you receive is. The information you learn is accurate, but might be couched in figurative language.
Okay. This spell has an interesting element to it in this campaign. As you cast it, the item and your allies float in place.
What?
And the ground and the walls around you vanish. And as if astrally projected, you now stand on an ivory, open hall-like space out of nowhere. As you've never used this spell before. Give me 1 second real fast, I'm sorry.
Legend lore of Goblin.
Ooh, yeah. Also, for those of you at home, just a small detail. When he plays this song, it sounds sort of like Padmasana from Buckethead.
Nice.
Sorry, that was Hop. He's being very bad. All right. So, as if the table and the sword and all the rest of you have been placed in a different location completely, you see a form approach, a very large, towering form that stands at around probably 13 feet tall. And their feet never touch the ground. Behind them are a set of 4 wings, and completely encapsulating them, almost like drapery or a robe, are various long cloth scrolls that run down. And as they approach, they look down to all of you, but specifically acknowledge you, Panic, as you are the caster of this spell. Does anybody speak Celestial?
I wish.
I could cast tongues while I'm doing this.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
I've already cast a spell at this point. I assume that I could cast other ones.
Yes, you can. I'll say don't
Okay,
use the spell
no.
slot. You'll hear
Huh.
if that's the case.
Okay.
Just more,
Okay.
just in general, because you're going to be the only one who's going to hear this unless anybody else has Celestial. Essentially, is the deal. So
None for me, thanks.
this entity is female in form. They have very long silver hair, and their skin is almost a pearlescent blue color. And as they look down to you, Panic, with acknowledgement, they go, "Greetings. I am Arcane Ganon, an angel of Alman and celestial of the Archive Legion."
Panic, what did you do?
I'm sorry. Arcane Ganon?
Arcane Ganon, yeah. I'll type it out here for you.
Okay. Yeah, I should probably pull up my notes for the session, Connor.
That's the
Arcane
name.
Ganon. Celestial of Alman
A celestial of Alman.
and
And a
full
celest-
evolution of Angemon.
Shut up. And a celestial of the Archive Legion.
Celestial of the Archive Legion.
Roll a religion check, Panic.
Okay. 18.
18. Alman's, it's strange. You're like, oh my god, where are we? You know that this is actually kind of an illusion. It's not actually real. You had some thoughts about this when you were buying the material components for this. Legend lore specifically is an Alman spell. The god Alman made it. It is a arcane spell, but its traces lie in Alman's godly abilities. It's a knowledge-based spell. And with the presence of this celestial, you get the sense that probably a direct answer can't be pertained and is instead going to be translated to you, if that makes sense.
Okay.
The celestial looks down at you and lifts up the blade and goes, "This item bears a history beyond that of mortal men. What is it that you wish to know of this blade? And specifically, you watch as they're kind of like cup around the stone itself. This that has caught your eye.
I have a few guesses as to what it might be and the importance of it therein. I know that it is a shard of something that is now known as the Undersun. And I suppose it seems we've been getting premonitions that there may be another one of these created soon. And light will die from the world. And I would like to know how to prevent that. So I'm learning everything I can about it.
Then I will show you the nature of its birth. And Panic, you are enwrapped in angel feathers.
Do I disappear from like real space?
You do. Yeah, you vanish for a second.
Fuck yeah.
I need everybody else to mute. Panic.
Yes.
Arcane Ganon says nothing, and you see Orin coiled around the material plane, and as their face and maw move, that lion-like visage, a beast with no real comparison, as it turns towards you, you see the second eye fully formed. And the world beneath it is arid and imperfect, a swirling mass of the different primordial magics that make up the lands that you now know as the material plane. And in the far distance, you see something no one's ever seen before. A star that moves, streaks. To everyone listening, and to you as Connor, we would know them as shooting stars. But those don't exist in the land of Alavast, or the world as you know it. Stars don't move. But you see them. Streaking across the astral sea. And you can see Orin's head lull and move as you watch a massive crystal form smash into the side of Orin. And you recognize it.
Oh, fuck.
As if a giant attic collides into Orin. You hear a bemoaning for a moment that rumbles and sends pulses across the material plane. But Orin manages to kick it loose from its body, and it floats off. But you see a big chunk of it fall to the earth and disappear. And Orin simply turns back to their duty, staring with both eyes down on the material plane. But then time begins to fast forward. The clouds below swirl quicker. The oceans form faster. You can feel the rush of time bursting forward, year by year by year by year. And then you watch as Orin's form dulls, as they become sick. And as they become sicker and sicker, you watch as their eye cracks from their skull and bursts. And you watch as it shreds into thousands of pieces and falls down to the material plane as you know it now. And from there you see a piece and you follow it to that earth as it collides hard into the ground. vanishing beneath the sand below. And you hear the angelic voice go, "And so you have learned. And through knowledge you grow. And with knowledge, you proceed." And you've all returned back into the library space. Only Panic saw that vision, though. You may all unmute.
No, what happened?
Tears involuntarily roll down Panic's cheeks.
Whoa, 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 whoa. What happened?
I learned. I saw so many things. I saw the creation of the Undersun. I saw Orin wounded. I saw what did it. I saw the planet before it became the material plane we know it today. And shakily, he raises a hand and points out a window towards the attic. That.
What? What?
Porky seems like
Wait, wait, wait.
Wait, hold on. What? What do you mean, that? What? That? What?
The attic struck Orin as it fell to the material plane. Over the course of maybe centuries.
Struck it? What do you mean? Would you someone did it fall?
Literally struck Orin in the face. And that
Why?
wound must have... I don't know.
It was the body. That was the thing. It didn't hit Orin in the face. It hit Orin in the side. And
Oh, it hit
Orin managed
to
to,
the
like...
side.
Yeah, and Orin managed to push it away. But notably after that, Orin got sicker and sicker and sicker until the eye burst. Almost exactly like your guys' vision that you collectively had. It was the exact same thing, only it was the first time.
That wound... It must have gotten infected or something. Some sort of... On a cosmic level.
So, does that mean Lies actually was a god killer? Or at least capable of it?
What do I sense from Ith right now?
Ith is stunned.
Assuming all of the aspects are pretty quiet at this point.
They're very quiet. And not like in a ooh, secretive way, like they don't know. They're as surprised as you are.
Mm.
And we're unlocking more and more of it.
It's... growing?
So then that begs the question,
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
well, not only that, but is the Orin clergy the ones responsible for the dimming of the sky, or is the attic?
I really don't like the idea that we're giving them grounds based on this vision that they have every right to try and stop us.
That would make sense. If they're after people with porcelain weapons, maybe they know. Maybe they know that the attic is responsible for injuring and killing, or slowly killing Orin.
But
No.
Nothing about the... Well,
Think of what we know already about this whole situation. We know that Bob is the true speaker of Orin, and that someone else is giving direction and orders to the United Clergy.
Wish we could bring Bob up here. It might be able to answer a lot of questions.
Worst
Well-
case scenario, have even more.
We do. You see as Azrahar steps forward. Doesn't quite understand what you're talking about, but she seems quizzical, and she does seem respectful of your guys' serious tone. We do have a teleportation circle and an address.
I keep forgetting that. I keep forgetting it, guys.
That's fine. Would Bob be available to speak?
If you are friends of Solly's, he will make the time, believe me.
Well, we have met him once before.
I'll
Oh,
bring my fat pigeon, no friends. Morty gets up
Yeah.
and leaves.
We're like the reason that all of this is being established in the first place.
I'm aware. Bob spoke highly of you.
And we'll have to make time for his counsel at this.
Well, let's not delay. You watch as Azra begins to walk out the door with purpose.
Oh.
Let us not delay, lads. Tubbs, how you doing? See, Bob, your friend. You know Bob.
Just a
Follow.
lump of cholesterol.
I guess I follow after Azra.
Yeah, I'll go too.
All right. You guys want to go meet Bob?
I guess
Knowing
so.
this-
Oh
kind of
man, that's a
important.
loaded question.
Yeah.
Okay. Remy gets to meet Bob.
Oh boy.
Oh boy!
Are you ready?
Oh,
Are
that's
you ready, kid?
fun.
So, after getting the right approval, it's a bit of a process. You guys have to kind of wait a bit, but Saliandros does provide you guys with a teleportation scroll to get you to the Underdark, and it is given to all of you. You guys meet up with Merrick's Galaxern, the Dragonborn, who you actually
Hey!
teleported with to Tricadia before. You see as he's adjusting the teleportation circle, he goes, "Ah, a pleasure to see you again. It's been some time.
Hi.
It has.
Please?
Yes.
For the sake of ease and comfort, remain in the circle for the entirety of the trip, and do hold your breath.
Is it true if we jump, we won't feel it?
If you jump, you won't feel anything forever, because you'll be dead."
Okay, so don't jump. Okay.
It's actually a joke. It's fine if you jump.
If I jump, I will die.
All right.
You started this.
Have a good trip. And you watch as Azra just kind of waves. You guys are going by yourself. She's not going with you, so yeah. You guys do have
nice.
a you guys do have a
okay.
return scroll as well. So just whoever wants to take that, you have a return scroll.
You mind
I'll
if I
take
just say one thing to her before we bail?
Ah. Sure, absolutely.
Like before they all leave, Tash just like looks over to her. A moment.
If I must entertain, I suppose. She steps forward.
You don't have to entertain. I just need to say this and have it be at peace. I realize we're not on equal terms, and I realize you don't see me as anything more than some sort of, I don't know, pain from your history. But I want you to understand. And you don't have to feel the same way. I wish to make amends in some way to you. I don't want to constantly be at war with a fellow Red Scale. I really don't. I don't know how to make it right for you. But know this, I am willing to make some sort of agreement to make at least our presence between each other amicable.
Roll an insight check.
Oh, please, please. Oh, fucking God. Okay, 11.
So we're 10.
That's
saw a 3
better
at the
than
other
what
side.
she rolled. She rolled like garbage. As you say the word, you are a pain. Like, I'm a piece of pain for you. You see the eye just slightly twitch for a moment. Like, you just mildly catch it.
Mm.
Roll a persuasion check now.
Oh, God.
Natural
it.
20.
It feels good.
She looks at you for a second, and you have no idea what's going on in that head of hers. She nods to you and goes, "Enjoy your trip." And she turns around and she leaves.
Cass just
And-
stares at her as she walks off, but is content with that and regroups with everyone.
As you regroup with them, you hear a shh as she resheaths her sword and leaves, turns the corner, and the rest of you guys shunt away to the Underdark.
Yay.
Shoom, you guys reappear all of a sudden. The first thing that strikes you is the temperature. It is currently like kind of summery in Alavas, and the moment you hit the Underdark, it is cold. Not like ice wintry cold, but like basement, like like cellar cool.
Yeah.
And as you guys kind of step out, you're immediately met with 2 drow guards who immediately turn and point spears towards you, and they immediately lax in and just kind of chill out a bit. Does anybody speak Undercommon?
Tongues.
Taz?
Okay. One of the drow, as they point a spear
no.
at you, go, "Speak your business."
We're just here to see Bob.
And you watch as the other guard kind of like smacks the other guard's shoulder and goes, No, they're envoys of Lady Celiandris. And he goes, "Oh," and he kind of lowers his spear. He goes, "Forward to the left. They'll be happy to see you." And they nod.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Oh. Are you guys like cool with like the deep gnomes now? Just
They exchange a look and look back. The Snurfniblin?
right, the Starflabri.
Yes, that was your name.
Gesundheit.
Well, some of them come to the Undersun to do trade, if that's what you mean.
Do
you know who the current- Do you know who the current king is?
They both exchange another confused look. No, should we?
Just curious.
Kreckles is going to look at Remy at this point to get his attention, just real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Remy, whatever you do, if Bob thinks that he's something, he's something. We've all just let it go. Just take a deep breath. It's gonna be weird. Just roll with it.
Greckles, I've learned not to talk in these situations anymore.
I don't know if you've ever been in this particular situation, so just be ready.
All right. As you guys make your way forward and to the left, as you were instructed, the temple has actually been upgraded quite a bit. It's nice. There's actual like reliquaries of Orin that have actually been on the wall. Notably, there are also like some bookshelves that have been carved in that actually have some books in them, different hymns and different like stories, and it's like you recognize the books, Greckles. You've seen them in Priest Iron's collection as well as any other collection you've seen before. There's also a map of Alavas. It's like when a kid putting up like a band poster in their bedroom.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. It's like been tacked to the wall, and like there's a circle where it does show where the Undersun is in comparison. Where the Undersun is in comparison to the position of Alavas is not directly beneath it, but it is off to the side. Actually, surprisingly, near where that kind of between Wolfsten and that giant battlefield where Lewis Strog came from.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's basically where it is. And as you guys make your way forward, you watch as a Nyogi kind of like this insect-like long-legged thing kind of looks at you and kind of stares at all you and then just keeps moving past. Like new kids have shown up at school and they're like, "Oh, weird new kids," and then just keeps going.
Ooh,
You hear-
Taz fucking freezes
Man.
up at that thing.
Yeah, you guys remember those. They were not
Yeah.
friendly.
Uh-huh.
No, they were not the most fun to fight.
Mm-mm. As you guys make your way forward and into the main chamber, you do see currently floating above and just fixing up, cleaning windows. Like one of the eye stalks is currently like cleaning up one of the new windows that appears to have been installed. Seems to be a gift that Sully gave him. There is stained glass down here now that Sully made probably for Bob. And it is currently being cleaned by Bob, who is floating above and currently cleaning. And as you look up and see this giant beholder, Remy, a creature of legend you've heard nothing but horror stories about, you watch as Bob stops what they're doing, turns and goes, "Ah, acolytes of the sun!" And you watch as he gently floats down and moves towards you. "I apologize for no formal meeting. I was not expecting such devoted guests."
Apologies, Bob. Crazy circumstances have brought us here.
"I have heard whisperings of war coming from the surface on the tongues of Azra Sahar, my most beloved acolyte, Jerry. I can see that much concern grips you, my friends, but please, please, relax." And you watch as he smiles and all those teeth are bared, and you're like, okay.
Borky
Good
kinda
old
does
Bob.
the same thing. Borky does the same smile reflectively with less teeth.
"Ah, I see you've brought a new devoted one to us. Tell me, what is your name, friend?"
Remus Corbeau of House Corbeau.
"Remus Cabal.
Corbeau.
Intriguing. Cabal." You see he's having some struggle with the pronunciation a bit.
Aw.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like he's mocking you. It genuinely seems like his face shape like struggles with the bow because like the mouth doesn't fully come together. So he's having a little bit of a struggle. He's like, "Ah, tell me, to what do we owe the divine pleasure?"
Well, panic.
He sort of Panic sort of hitches when he tries to recall the information. Right. We had questions about a few things, some concerning the Undersun.
"There are concerns for us at the Undersun. Why?"
Well,
Do you wish to relay everything to him just for the sake of
yeah,
ease, or-
I'll relay everything to him.
And like puppet motions, it fades to black and returns back.
And then they explain.
Bob has always had this joyful disposition, whether forceful or otherwise. And you notice as you relay this information, they're very quiet. "Intriguing. So that relic of history is a piece of an old god. And you think this god may have had some hand in the current state of Orin. Concerning information indeed."
It's possible. That's just everything I saw, and I saw a lot.
You claim to have met this piece of this dead god. This lies, as you've called them.
Yes. Wait,
You are no longer able to speak with him.
did Bob just say that? Like,
Yeah.
Huh.
Oh shit.
oh shit.
What? Okay. Neat.
I guess everyone is fucking like just like taken
Yeah,
against
we
by
all
the
look
fact-
around at each other.
Notably, the other people in the space, there are people currently like cleaning and sweeping and like reading through books. They seem confused by the conversation. It seems that they don't understand, but Bob does.
Oh, then you know of it.
If they don't have enough eyes on the inside, their insight isn't high enough.
Well,
I have
don't-
heard
oh.
stories of them. Ancient stories of my people before they were. You watch as Bob's eye goes a bit sad. Slaughtered by an undead tyrant in our history. It's how I ended up here.
It's how I gained the blessings of Orin. Ancient books told of a stone underground, not the Undersun, but another, that would speak to those who were plagued with wanderlust.
What knowledge would you gain from speaking to this stone?
It was not knowledge. It was peace. It was understanding. It was a kind soul the books had spoken of. It is strange to think that they would have some connection to the events currently happening. Saliandris has spoken to me at great length of her experience at the hands of the United Oran clergy. Such things shudder me to my very feet.
And you all look down and there's no feet, and you look back up.
Hard luck to camera.
My goodness, she doesn't even have feet.
Now I just see buff invisible legs like a Mimikyu from Kid Icarus.
Oh god.
Just wonderful delts on that bad boy.
You just picture him like Octodad, just wearing a suit, but all the eye stalks are his hands and legs.
Sorry.
And these ones that you've collected in your ventures, they have no recollection of these events, no memory of them.
None. Just as fragmented of a memory as, I suppose, any.
Worst case scenario, what is this thing that you think it is?
Exactly what the United Clergy of Orin says it is. Worst case scenario, it really is a god killer.
Though something perplexes me. If the attic struck Orin, but was it with maliciousness or random chance? We don't know the nature of the attic, and we don't know the nature of lies, and I don't know if there's any way to find out, lest we bring them back.
And I guess since we're all speaking candid here, yeah, I'm gonna speak about the fucking things we have, the fragments.
Yeah.
Task summons Task summons his weapon and like presents it as like showing to Bob.
Bob kind of like floats their head sideways as if they would tilt their head on a neck. Kind of looks at them.
I sense no evil coming from such an object. No ill intention. Only an air about them of goodness.
And these fragments that we carry, they hold their own entities, and even they're confused of the nature of what's going on.
I wonder then, can these entities be befouled? Are they capable of evil?
Probably in the right hands if they've taken form as weapons. At least unlike you, I look over to Greckles.
Greckles his brow is very furrowed, and he just speaks out. We knew lies as a fragment. They said so themselves. Panic, you saw a fragment of that crystalline figure that ran into Orin fall to the earth. What we may be dealing with is maybe somehow the same entity, but broken off and reborn. Maybe the original nature of this crystalline form was malicious or god killer or some kind of just aspect of nature. But it seems that this fragment and all of our fragments had their own ability to decide for themselves what they would do.
Well, I mean, he's scratching his head a little bit, thinking about how he doesn't have a porcelain weapon.
Hey, your voice in your mind, Borky. I'm pretty cool.
You're the goddamn coolest weapon ever, but it could have been a helmet. I don't know.
I was here first.
I know you were.
Huh.
To question this anomaly is to question the nature of the gods themselves. I do not believe that any of us have the capacity to do that. But I digress. You are going to say, oh, talented one. He turns towards you, Panic.
He was more saying that introspectively. He was talking to If directly.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Apologize.
If. Dust drifting, directionless, divine. Do you know why you say that?
You hear a response from If. Because we are dust drifting, directionless, divine.
Directionless.
Maybe it was all an accident. Or maybe it wasn't the addict's intention to strike Orin.
I mean, based on how you said it, it sounded like someone just threw him.
I feel as though
I've
we've
never.
common. Oh, go ahead.
Well, no, fact, like with all of this, I've never once sensed ill intent. Just wanted to help us, wanted to protect things. And just want to help all the other people of Alavast, even though it's whatever it is. It doesn't fully know what it is, but its nature wants to help people. So if its nature is it wants to help people, why would it attack something for no reason?
So then,
At least that's what it makes sense. At least that's how I think about it.
so mayhaps then it be the case that whatever lies was when they were complete was just an entity, not acting in malice, just maybe accidentally running into Orin. And what the clergy may think is that there was ill intent, and they're tracking down all of the sources in order to end them to try and save Orin's life.
Directionless divine. Every time I hear that, I can't help but feel that whenever someone comes in contact with these fragments, it's by their nature do the fragments follow in their alignment. So
you hear
is the
a voice in your head, Task. That is actually correct. Did you not wonder why many of us fled to our respective planes where we did go? To stay on the material plane was to be devoured. To end up in other planes of evil was to be devoured by worse things. I can see such a vision in your memory. The one known as Stilhavity had 3 of us, did he not? And you do recall that Stilhavity boasted having 3 aspects in him.
Stilhavity had 3. We have 3. The fragments are given direction by the person who wields them. So that means that the attic was a direction given by Orin himself.
I don't think that was the case. But I don't have memory of such an event. I only remember being lost and unsure until I found Oriara.
Can we take the moment to talk to our aspects?
Yeah, if you want to. They can't form here in the material plane. They
Oh,
refuse
sure,
to.
sure.
But
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can still talk to them in your brains and like in your minds.
Greckles will tap in. Kai, what do you remember before you went to the elemental plane of fire? Sorry to make you write a limerick.
No, I'm just thinking here. I'm thinking how they would answer, actually. Based off of what Panic said of the astral sea, I don't remember anything before I was me.
They really don't know.
When I
Maybe
came
if-
about in the elemental plane, I was nothing but lost. But if I knew if I went searching, it would not be worth the cost. Celestials we may be, believe me, I am no fool. To be vulnerable to evil would make us into a much more difficult and vile tool.
So you are susceptible. Huh.
But the nature of this goes far beyond our will. We're powerful, true, but gods we can't kill.
You alone
Wait,
know.
wait. You said Oren got sick right slowly.
That's what
Real
it seemed
slowly.
like. It
That's
seemed like if
that's-
I had
that's-
to
That's
if I had-
poison.
if I had to put it into mortal terms, it almost seemed like the wound got infected. That's my best guess.
But it didn't appear to cause immediate damage, right?
No. The creation of the Undersun must have happened over, gosh, centuries, maybe.
Could it be possible that whatever Lies was as that crystalline form embedded itself into Orin? Or vice versa?
You clearly saw that it did not remain.
No. I don't think there's anything left of the attic in Orin.
All right.
I have a thought.
Hi, what's that?
Panic, you hear a voice.
Darkness delve, diffuse, devolve. A repeating nightmare, a darkness creep, a feeling forgotten that would make any mortal weep.
You hear Greckles. You feel, all of you feel scared. Except for you, Borky, and you, Remy. But the rest of you guys, it's that type of fear that runs into your legs. Makes your heart pulse in your chest. As if something runs deep within your core. All your aspects are feeling this feeling.
So, like, you still have any take the attic and, like, throw it at him.
Like, Borky's trying to frame it in his head.
I think this was before Stillhavity, honestly. And
1
plus,
second.
we saw...
I gotta write something here.
It's something more powerful than Stillhavity.
We saw what happened when Stillhavity went up against Orin. Orin whooped the piss out of Stillhavity.
You know, on second thought, maybe we should refer to him as something else.
That's true.
Let's go with Stilly.
Oh, very well.
Remember what happened last time. Either way, his presence seems to be more new compared to what's going on here. What Panic may have what Panic. Sorry.
Sorry, the aspects are currently talking with each other at the moment, actually, if that's the best way to describe it.
Oh, okay.
Because they will talk to each other when you guys are doing shit. I don't know if
Sure,
everyone's
God,
talking to you.
it's like a
Morse code.
We're gonna go in the other Discord chat. BRB, guys.
Yeah, literally. That's kind of what they're doing. And all this information, they're taking it to. And all three of them are going to speak out to all of you at once. And the first one is Eos. Dark thought occurs. And then Kai speaks. The nature of our birth, how we came to be, how lies came to this earth. And you hear Ith say, slaughter ceased, curd, killed. You get the sense that they feel a sort of recognition to Orin's plight in a deep-rooted fear of their own.
Oh, wait a minute. I watched the eye explode, right?
Yeah.
And it's sort of falling to the earth.
Yeah.
The same thing that happened to Orin happened to the being that Lies used to be.
Why? So it happened to both of them?
When I think about what I saw with the legend lore about Orin's eye bursting and falling to the earth and becoming the Undersun, the shards of the eye and the shard that is the attic gives me, they seem similar to me. Like maybe it is a part that also burst forth from whatever being it once was. So
What other god do we know that has taken mortal damage in some way? Or at least has
And-
been injured?
And we know now that while not ideal, Orin is still alive and gracing us with his wondrous light.
the One Body Choir.
They were a celestial. They were not a god.
But they had the black goo,
They did.
which we still don't have answers about.
Could I roll? As stupid as it is for me, I'd like to roll a religion check.
Absolutely. What do you want to roll a religion check on?
Any history from any god that we have heard of and or know about that has suffered some kind of wound in their telling of a story.
Sure, absolutely. Go ahead and roll a.
Nat 20.
Fuck me!
Oh,
You know-
yes!
Fucking
You know-
brain blast.
You know, two gods, Task, Innstrock, and Orthok. They completely split into pieces, but that was somewhat voluntary, in a way.
Right.
Orthok instrumented Innstrock's splitting completely.
Right.
A piece
so
of which lies within you. So you know that while that god is technically not in a form that makes them a god, they still are a god somehow.
Right.
So simply being split into pieces doesn't seem to mark out a god's existence. That part of it is kind of, you're able to conclude that. Innstrock did the same because the battle was so great, and that was the only way for them to basically survive. And they are still worshipped, and they're still known. They say
Okay,
that the blood and scales of Innstrock and Orthok became dragonborn, and they say that the souls became the kobolds, is what the
Right.
stories say.
So that's completely out of the picture then.
You know that is out of the picture. The fact that Lies, or whatever Lies was, has been split into a bunch of different pieces doesn't mean they're still a god. You know what I mean? Like, they're still separate things. Like, that just
Right.
doesn't... Yeah, it doesn't come together. And that's the conclusion you come to with that knowledge.
Okay.
Good roll. Very good and relatable roll.
I relay that to everyone, I guess, and just be like, well, that's out of the picture.
Who has Liza's mask?
It was Borky, I think.
What? Yeah.
Bad time to take my headset off for a quick second to scratch my ear. What did you say?
Do you have
You have the
Liza's
mask.
mask?
I mean, you handed it to me the other night, so I've been keeping it safe.
Borky pulls it out.
Yep, it's there.
I'm nervous and didn't wear it last night.
Bob, I don't suppose this has any meaning or significance to you, does it?
I have never seen such a thing. I'm sorry.
That's fine. This is the last remnant of Lies. It's had odd power, both to show us the future, but also show us pain, I suppose, that Lies had gone through or is going through, or we're not really sure. But it's a small glimpse, the only glimpse we have left into Lies.
Then keep it close, and perhaps you can speak to them once more. I'm sure they would have the answers that you speak. I wish I could be of more assistance. Truly, I do.
Has Orin spoken to you about anything?
Yes, I have received a vision. And I wonder if the Orin clergy, the United on Orin clergy, has seen the exact same one. A vision of destiny.
And as they say destiny, you can't help like a kind of like a giddy fangirl a little bit. Kai's like, ooh, fate. Because, that's kind of his shtick.
Mm-hmm.
There is an omen, or a premonition. Two Azamar stand on the path of Orin's flight. One will bring Orin to ruin, and the other one will save us all.
Solly and Icarus.
I don't suppose this vision gave you an outcome.
Visions rarely do. I hope to forge our outcome for the sake of all.
If this other Azamar destroys Orin, then it's obvious that we've got to figure out what that black goo is. That's the very root of all of this. Wherever that is, the clergy never seem too far behind. And whatever it is, it's probably the thing manipulating them.
It already infected the One Body Choir.
So then it's not. Then is it necessarily? Sorry,
Thinks
go ahead.
back to like when he sliced off Athar's head. Just all the weird black ichor pouring.
Yeah,
out
it
of
was
him.
really odd.
Like he's just like.
So we know then that it's not singling out celestial bodies, but maybe it's targeting this one. It's almost like some kind of celestial virus. But it can't interact with mortal hands. That's the oddest thing about all of this.
Unless it spreads from mortal to mortal and they affect it. Because, like, each god's got an Azamar, right? What if it, like, just how it works is it connected? I'm just drawing here. You should show out of my...
If that happened, we've interacted with this goo so much that we know plenty of Azamar that would have been infected by now.
Maybe they are.
But
we just haven't seen them yet lately.
Oh, shit.
But
What?
I need to check my recording real quick.
Oh no.
Looks like it's still going. I just got a critical disk write error though.
Oh.
Want to hit pause and resync again?
You know what? As you guys mull about this, how about we take a break and we can fix that?
Oh, that's good.
Okay.
I need to
Yeah. Perfect timing. We'll just do that for ease.
Be right back.
This is a lore episode. Hey guys, do whatever you want. And it's just like, all right.
Lore. All right. I'm gonna pause this recording. Fuck.
You good, Bosco?
Oh,
Bosco
that would help.
left us.
Yeah. No, you're good.
You haven't been trying to talk this whole time, have you?
No.
Okay.
What's up, guys?
Okay.
Not very zen. Probably closer to log than Louis Strog.
What?
Nothing. I was answering a question.
All right, I gotta feed a hungry cat.
It is definitely not going to be a power hour. That's for sure.
All You're a sleepy boy.
They are a sleepy boy. I'm not I'm not a Lightning fan. But thanks. I'm good, Knight. Thanks for asking. Dragon Sun, thank you for the 200 bits. Here's my bits for my favorite D&D group. Callum with 100 bits. We started Kiwi's dating issues and now this. This episode is full of existential dread. Gudrun with 200 bits. How does it feel to be the bane of my existence in Yakuza 7? Magic, thank you for the 100 bits. So I'm still wondering if anyone else heard get 10% off your orc in the Die Hard Dice Ping. Nope, probably just you. Nene, thank you for the tier 1 sub. ASF, yes. Ideally, you've seen a lot of previous episodes to know what the heck's going on. This is a weird time to jump in. Xeon, thank you for the 200 bits. Wait, Unexpectables on my birthday.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Unfortunately, this
time
was a bit of the continuity episode. I'm sorry.
Time for the new name change, and darn, I have to go to work. Love your show. Enjoy my birthday bits. Looking forward to the VODs later. No, it was not a long day, Callum. Not really. Omen, thank you for the 100 bits. How is Task the one with a stable relationship? Because he's the one with the girlfriend who doesn't have issues that prevented him from being in a relationship. Zan, thank you for the bits. 100 bits from Yuki. Shut up, Bosco. Fair enough. Zan, thank you for the bits. America Role Player, thank you for the 500 bits. Hi, guys. So happy to be here to listen live again. I celebrated my birthday on the 4th. Most people get drunk for their 21st birthday. I got a monster manual. So far, the gibbering mouther is my favorite. Data with 100 bits. How possible do you think a Monster Hunter Universe D&D campaign is?
Pretty possible.
Yeah, as possible as the person willing to write it. Zen with the 500 bits.
There is one. I know someone who runs that.
Zen with 500 bits. Get some of the nice gourmet treats for Austin. He deserves it. Nice.
We'll get him some yogurt drops.
Yes, exactly. Flustered Bun, thank you for the 100 bits. Bosco, you sound tired. Take care of yourself. No, I'm just not screaming, so everybody thinks something's wrong. Ace, thank you for the bits. Still want to know if anyone else is excited about Monster Hunter Stories 2 this Friday.
I'll probably pass on it. It's just not my thing.
Franklin!
I'm eating my melon pan.
Oh.
So I'm sorry. It'll be very brief.
Oh, why did I put this in C? I'm a goddamn idiot.
Maya, did you watch the videos yet?
No.
Okay.
Dude, I've been so fucking busy. Like...
It's fine. I'm just being a shit.
Where is my goddamn D drive?
That's a good question. Probably
Mega Man.
By the way,
yeah.
I absolutely can't wait for people to give me shit about stealing Kiwi's girl.
Yuki,
What do you
thank
mean you
for the
can't
100
wait?
bits.
It already happened.
Yep. Yuki, thank you for the 100 bits. Bosco, I said, what's up, not shut up. I'm sorry. Technically, you typoed, so I couldn't tell what you said.
Damn.
Pie rounded with the 3 bits. What am I supposed to do with myself? I can't nitpick lore. No, you can't. So, Pie, what I want you to do is take the week off.
Dang.
So what do you guys think so far?
Caleb, thank you for
Lore.
the 50 tier 1 subs. Jesus Christ.
Damn.
And then Mark
Yeah,
decided
so-
to be an asshole and do 50 more.
So Legend Lore literally takes you to like the archives of the Celestials of Alman, essentially.
Back.
Irregardless
Fuck.
of who cast it. It's just like, hey, welcome to our giant library. We'll get the answer for you. Here you go.
Great. Hey, want to help us save the world? No.
No.
What's a world?
Fat Spartan with 100 bits. If Remy Snaps puts on a mask and slaughters an entire town overnight, would they call him the Jester of Corbeau? No, they would call it bad fan fiction.
I understood that reference.
What happens if the person casting it is evil? I'm fairly certain that Almond...
Is knowledge
hold on.
evil?
I think that
Almond-
Almond's neutral, and if he's not, he should be.
Almond Batista bombs the person in question.
That's a wrestling reference. I get it.
Yeah.
Rogue Phoenix, thank you for the 10 bits. Here's some
Almond
bits.
is
to
Almond is
replace the
neutral,
betting
so
in
anyone
Austin's
can use
cage. That's fucked up.
Yeah,
What did you
Almond's
say,
a neutral
Monty?
god. Almond's a neutral god. So Almond is the god of knowledge, and knowledge can be innately evil or good. So Almond's a neutral god. So
I think I set my shit up so that it's working now. But I don't know.
okay.
Do we need to
The
still got-
Chibi Wolf.
Yeah, we will.
Okay.
Chibi Wolf with 400 bits, still processing Panic's take on life. Lots of complex emotions there. Everyone bringing their A game as always. What else do we got here? Bosco, when are we going to see more Halo? Eventually. Joe Cat and I will probably pick one to play through when Infinite comes out a little bit later on. Vibin, thank you for the bits. Title suggestion, Lore of Legends. Simple, straight to the point. Flustered Buns, thank you for the 100, 200, 300 bits. My mind is bursting with ideas lore-wise, but for some reason I've decided to try and design art for sweaters and shirts based off the Unexpectables. This is going to be torture, but fun. Magic with 100 bits. Gaijin, are you getting that from Boxu Box?
Not sure. It's on the way, so I'll have to check it out later.
The Friendly Grim with 100 bits. Anyone can use Google. That's true. That is a true
That's
statement.
true. Yeah.
I'm gonna go
Free
top of
win. The fruit.
Okay, guys, I googled what is the goo. I got some weird things here.
Play Resident Evil A, you'll get it.
Panic, do you get this? Do you get this?
Panic just like looks away.
Yeah, that's what I figured. This
Panic, you've been dead. You're dead. You die. You Google too many things, you die.
Oh no.
Greckles Flowery Nips, thank you for the 100 bits. What was that being that could delete anything? Like no one would know of it because it just blooped out of everyone's knowledge.
That's what happens when a god dies. They like just basically vanish from consciousness, and they're forgotten completely.
Yuki with 100 bits. Did someone say gesture? I love Laura Bailey. She's awesome. I don't get that reference.
It's
Critical Role reference.
Oh,
Mr. Lavore.
got it.
It's Laura Bailey's character.
Probate with 1,000 bits. Title idea: Legends of the Hidden Sun.
Oh. As long as there's no Shrine of the Silver Monkey and the Purple Parrots always lose.
Don't worry, monkeys don't have feelings.
Wow.
Ook.
It's no jape, it's an ape.
No,
Are we all back?
we learned that in Arcadeum's game. Yep. Like a tuba, thank you for the 200 bits. Monty, your Pantheon lore is so fascinating.
I find gods interesting.
I bet.
Without us mere mortals, where would the gods be?
Patting themselves on the back. I
Instrog
think.
contradicts that, Monty. He has worshippers. Instrog has active worshippers, even when they got split into pieces.
Let me open my Kettle Crisps before we get started.
Blackfoot Ferret with the lead bits. Wrestling dance-off was awesome. Oh, well, thank you. I'm glad. I'm sad Shell didn't win, but she tried. Papusa Monkey with 100 bits. Lies. I can confirm monkeys can feel. I watch sports. I suffer. No, you don't. Either you're not a monkey or you don't have feelings. You have to pick.
Rather, you're really. Well, what if monkeys aren't real though?
But they are. They just don't have feelings.
All right. You guys good to keep going? We need to resync.
Yep.
Yeah, let me just save this project real quick.
Should I stop or?
Save it.
Shell, I don't
No,
think
I
You
you
can
think
keep
stop.
going. You can keep going.
No, we're,
Yeah.
we're just gonna
Okay.
resync, so don't.
Okay.
don't-
I'm just saving
Shell,
my
I don't-
project so I don't lose the entire thing.
Shell, I don't think a poll would have helped you dance better. I'm sorry.
Chat, are you ready?
We have to wait for Connor first. Once
Oh,
Connor
I know.
gets
I
us, okay.
just type it up in the chat.
Beep boop testing. Hee hee ha ha. All right, we're good.
Okay then.
Okay. 1, 2,
All right.
3, sing.
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 1, 2, 3, 6.
Sing.
Sing.
1, 2, 3, 6.
Sing.
Sing.
I think one of the people in chat didn't sync up properly. We gotta redo
Oh,
it.
for
Ah,
fuck's
fucking-
sake.
God damn it.
Run it back.
Wake
Extra
up.
vowel. Come on, man.
Yeah, that's yeah.
All right.
Oh,
So,
that's
Is
David's
that that's a
pink eye.
fucking task poggers? Amazing. Sorry, I just got
Task
distracted.
poggers.
Yeah, you didn't see that?
I did, but I didn't realize what it actually was until I looked closer at it. All right, let's put the crinkly shit away.
Oh, it's in the trash.
Oh.
Goodbye, guys.
So, Bob really has no other information for you, unfortunately. His wisdom is really only Orin and the religion surrounding Orin. So unfortunately, there's not that much else to gain from Bob, really.
Well, then,
Besides
for the sake-
his theories and speculation is literally all you have, and that could, lead you one way or another for the most part.
Well, it's more pieces to the puzzle anyway.
Yeah.
All right. You guys good to teleport back?
I
Yes.
think so.
Okay. You guys teleport back, take the rest of the night off, and the following morning awaken feeling unsettled.
Borky, he didn't wear the mask the night before, but Borky's actually gonna try and take the mask and he's gonna try and chat to somebody about it a little bit.
Okay.
So I'll just wait for the opportunity for that.
The following day, you guys awaken and regroup. What are you guys doing?
Good question.
Let's go back to the Underdog there. Wasn't that right, Tubbs? Didn't you like seeing Bob? Yes, you did. Bob could not believe seeing you.
Well, there's a couple things we could do. We talked about trying to get my crank working. Task, I believe the Silver Kobolds would probably be the best bet in doing that.
Aye, they probably have the most knowledge in getting a giant robot back on its feet.
That sounds like something they would do.
We could check in with Everyman. I'm sure there's a lot that's been going on in our absence, and with a looming war, it might be good to know where they stand.
If we
And
know
speaking-
our future enemy is going to be Floridamort, I feel that the Mike Crank's reconstruction would be a little bit more pressing, but I leave the decision to you guys.
Oh, I would absolutely agree with that sentiment. That is the next big hurdle that we're going to have to fight, and that's a huge hurdle. It might actually be good for one of us, I can do it if need be, to go to the Juridic District and try and get some information about how much more he's grown. It's been a long time.
Really has been.
Moidos would know. I think.
Midos would know. She was the one running recon on that whole thing, wasn't she?
She's the one we reported to about it.
Hmm.
I'm not sure if that's been taken over by somebody else. Maybe higher up the chain.
I think it might be good to try and get my crank back online.
So that means you'd have to go get the Silver Kobolds from the Silver Mountain. And that was how many days' rides to the north, right? And then
Task,
Mark-
would there be a more expeditious way of doing this?
Maybe by mount.
Could ask the Silver Kobolds to head this way.
That's
Yeah,
true. That's within my capabilities of doing.
Yeah,
Well, who
but
knows?
there's-
Maybe they have a super fast way to get here. Wouldn't surprise me.
Relaying a message would be a good idea first.
Right.
Oh, shoot. Do we need to check the mail?
When was
There's
the
no
last-
mail.
What? That's not possible.
It's only been like a week. Calm down.
Yeah, we usually only get mail whenever we come back from one of these big adventures. Funny that.
Weird indeed.
Hard look to camera.
Very strange.
You just see me in the clouds cocking my gun and pointing it at you, and you guys are like, "Oh."
Quick, guys, Dodge, she's got a gun.
What's a gun?
It's like a crossbow, but it shoots a bullet.
You're about to find out.
Crossbow that shoots rocks.
Oh God, X, don't give it to me.
Really quick.
All right, well, let's figure out what we're doing.
So, do you guys want to go to the underbelly to speak with the residents there to perhaps see what their plans are for the threatening war, or would you guys like to try and consult individuals who may assist with the reconstruction of Mike Crank?
I'm personally feeling Mike Crank. That's a nice group activity.
I vote Mike Crank.
I am wishy-washy. So I will just say I'll be up for whatever we decide to do.
Well, that's 2
Now-
votes to the rest of us, so that's democracy. They
Hooray!
win.
Now, here's an option, and I can't believe I'm going to suggest this.
Oh my
You
god.
could split the party.
Are you saying it's okay to do that though?
Yeah, it's okay.
Oh my goodness, then.
Well, a couple of us could split up and we could work on maybe getting Mike Crank back online. And, well, I have the most rapport with Averyman, so I could probably...
Tell you what,
Lead.
how would I come down with you and stick to town? Greco's and Task will take care of that.
How about Borky goes with Greckles and Task?
What? Okay.
You're with me, Remy.
Have fun.
Wait, what?
Take the noble into the sewers. Let's go.
No. Panic, you're going alone. That's a terrible fucking idea.
Now here's the plan. All right, now I was planning on going with you, but I realized a nice jaunt in the woods with Task and Greco's is just what I need.
Shut up, Borky. That's a Panic.
Shut up,
you
Remy. You lost your
seems like a-
accent.
Remmy's
Seems
not
like a
here.
pretty-
Fuck Remy. Panic, I need to talk to you.
Seems like you turned on a dime on that suggestion, Borky.
I mean, Borky, if you want to go under, I don't, it's up to you ultimately.
I'll be honest with you. It didn't really have anything, but honestly, if you're like, no, I'll go with them instead. I'll go with the
I think
DM
you
told
should
me to
go
go
with them
somewhere
instead.
else, so I'm gonna go with the DM's choice.
Above game, we still have that shitty armor, right?
What?
What?
The
make
shitty
your
armor
armor.
that I wore down there. I can't go down there in noble clothes.
I can make your armor look shitty.
No. No, you can't. Not shitty
Well,
enough.
you get hit a lot, so it's kind of.
Have you seen Remus Corbeau? He's fucking gorgeous. There's no way. So we need
Yeah, right.
shitty armor.
Lovely plumage.
Garbles, you have any extra clothes?
I
Yeah.
cast prestidigitation and I just fuck him up.
Give this man your finest rags.
We must.
I cast
do
counter
this,
spell in the
man.
form of prestidigitation.
Oh my God! Oh no!
We have to goo
That's
him,
crazy.
see.
It didn't work. What the fuck?
Whoa!
It also
right, if
lasts
you
for
wanna-
like 5 minutes.
If you want some shitty armor, you guys absolutely have some shitty armor from one of your past adventures.
I was
I
gonna say-
guarantee. You probably have armor from the Hungry Boys still in like in a closet
No,
somewhere.
we have that
Here
old
we go.
Remy became a hungry boy.
We never learned this guy's name, but we called him Dick because he got shot in the crotch with a bow a lot and just completely eradicated his junk. It was nuts.
Anyway, here's his armor.
Tank.
Mind the stains.
I'll be
now
honest
on,
with you.
you're-
Is it
from
rude
the-
to say that I don't remember him?
From now on, your name is Hungry Boy.
No,
and that'll
the
be your moniker
reason
when
I-
you go down there.
The reason I ask, I remember we had that old shitty black plate armor from the clergy when we fought Athar, and that's what I wore the last time we went down there. I assume we still have that.
Yes.
So I'm just gonna wear that because that's the same.
I want you
outfit.
wearing the Hungry Boy uniform personally, but that's fine.
All right, Monty, I will appease you. I don't know what the fuck that is, but I got you.
Oh, one of our first
Monty's
things
making a lot of decisions for us tonight.
Sorry, I'm
I
really
just-
sorry.
I want everybody to be happy, Monty. Sure, what is he wearing?
I'm saying I want that. I'm not saying you're gonna do that. Like
I'm
that's
doing
the
it.
thing.
I'm doing it for you, Monty. What is it?
It is like bare bones banditry, like shitty, like
they had a pose of, like, we're the Hungry
unpolished.
Boys.
Yeah, it's like a bandit's first shitty armor outfit.
You're a level 5 highwayman, basically,
in.
in
You're
an
a level,
RPG.
yeah, you're like
I'm in.
you're a CR 1/2 bandit. Go at
Cool.
it.
I'm in, and I'm fighting
All right.
Tiango.
Sweet. All right, Panic and Remy, you guys are going underground. Task, Greckles, and Borky, you guys are going out of town.
Whew.
Oh boy.
I believe. I'm
I
just
would
trying
like to take the Lies mask with me.
Okay, absolutely. That's assumed. So, you guys would know, just based off of the information. In fact, Helga knows this, that Mike Crank is currently in Tettelheim,
Yes.
and that is to the south of your current position.
Yep.
So we gotta
It is-
bring them back to Avalast first. Alavast,
Yeah.
oh god.
Avalast, it's been so
Runs
long,
on that
Taz.
seasons.
Wow.
Avalast.
It's
Wow.
a blast from the
We're getting
past.
real nostalgic this episode.
Christ alive.
Oh,
I
my,
will say
what-
this, your Beast of Burden probably will not help you bring this back, so you're going to have to either buy a cart or find someone who's willing to lend you a very sizable cart.
How much is a large cart gonna cost?
Wasn't that a
Large-
giant battle spider?
Let me grab a cart for you, because your beast could probably pull a cart. I'm going to argue.
We have our fucking lizards.
You do.
But are they
But they're
gonna be
more-
able to pull Mike Crank?
That is the question. All right, so a wagon. Where's a cart? Oh, cart is 150 gold pieces in
We're not
Alabama.
made of that kind of
Hot
money.
damn.
I am.
Oh, right. We have a lot more of that.
Yeah.
A wagon, a proper wagon, would be 350 gold pieces.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how would a wagon aid us more in this?
Wagon is 4 wheels, cart is 2 wheels. That gives you an idea of the size.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
You probably want the 2-wheeler then. I mean the 4-wheeler. Ugh.
I was about to say, yeah. Here
No.
you.
Make it difficult.
All right.
Okay.
Greckles is gonna go procure this.
All right, absolutely easy enough. You find a woodworker who makes carts for a living, and you purchase that from him. It's not a very fancy wagon, but it's going to get the job done. Notably, it has enough barding to have 2 beasts pull it, whereas compared to a cart, it would only have 1.
Does it look like they'll fit the lizard hounds?
Yeah, you can absolutely fit the lizard hounds.
Okay.
Task, should we get them like treats or food or something like that to kind of invigorate them? They got a long haul.
We should get them rations then.
Get a
Yeah.
turkey drumstick and put it at the end of a fishing rod and put it in.
Yeah,
Would
I'm
that
getting-
work?
I'm going to fucking the Druidic District and getting them some good boy treats.
All right, easy enough. You procure those. I'd say 2 gold pieces for some good boy
sure.
treats.
Yeah.
All right. Because you guys have a stable, you guys can easily set that cart up for travel.
I'm sorry. Be right back 1 second. I just heard a noise upstairs.
I'm thinking we should hitch up, Green and I don't know, maybe Hanzaki. Who out of the 3 of us, who has the 2 stronger beasts?
How dare you insinuate my boy isn't strong?
Okay, fine. Do you want your boy to do it? I'm fine either way. Task, I am fine either way. I'm not trying to complicate this.
No, but I'm pressing for time. Look to the camera, sweat.
Do we know the dimensions of Mike Crank?
I don't think so.
You have
we
no
did
idea.
We did fight.
A statue of him, which was Dolmar.
Yeah.
But was that to scale?
Yeah,
Oh, how big was it? It was like
it was a large creature.
large creature. Okay, that shouldn't be too bad then.
See, that's a good question. Are the lizard hounds beasts? I think they're monstrosities, but let me double check.
All I was wondering if we
Seems
need
like-
an extra horse or something like that to pull this thing.
When you
They're
combine two
monstrosities.
different creatures, when you combine two different creatures, generally they're monstrosities.
Yeah, they're monstrosities. Unfortunately, they're monstrosities. I just couldn't remember.
Wait, what about Seika's
He took that.
bowl? Did he
You
take
sent
that?
it back. Yeah, you
Okay,
guys sent
I
that back
wasn't-
to him.
I wasn't sure if we had that ability or not. Okay, never mind.
I mean, we could technically get a completely brand new animal.
I mean, do we need one though?
Well, Green obviously has the strength for this. None of the other ones do. Oh my god. All right, let's go. All right, we gotta go to what's the sturdiest animal Task could think of? Ah, yes, we're gonna go to the druidic
I
district.
know.
We're gonna get the most giant tortoise ever.
I was thinking
Giant.
elephant, but
Can Task buy an elephant?
No, we
they don't
can't
have
buy
elephants here. I'm
No.
sorry.
Oh,
no bars for you.
it
No,
seems
bye-bye.
your dream got stamped.
Ah,
What do you
can we
impede
buy a,
on that?
Can we buy a Loxodon?
A
Whoa,
loxodon?
that's slavery.
No, they're humanoids, and no.
They're huge.
That's slavery panic.
No,
I just imagine you
buy
guys
them.
talking-
It is a good or service.
I was gonna say, like, I imagine you guys all being like, what if we just hired like 5 Goliaths and have them just pull the wagon?
Is that an us thing or a you thing, Monty?
Now, how
No,
half naked are
That's
they going to
that's
be?
that's a reference to their ability to double their carrying
Oh,
capacity. That's what that's a nod
fair.
to.
That's fair.
This is really dumb of me to say this out loud, but what about Taurus? Doesn't he constitute as a large creature?
No, he's a tiny baby. He cannot.
Babu. Could we hire people to people who would be well known at excavating and
Yeah, absolutely. You
What-
could.
that would be something to look around to find. Greckles would definitely be interested in getting a crew out there to get Mike Crank loaded in, unloaded, etc., etc.
A crew.
A crew. All right. So you would probably. Do you want people to do you want heavy lifters to help collect him? Do you
Heavy-
want
Yes.
experts
So,
of
heavy- Heavy lifters, people who actually have winches and other pulley systems.
I feel like that'll be solved when we actually get to the Silver Mountain first. Like people who actually know how to fucking disassemble a giant mech. I feel
Well,
like that's
if you're unearthing him, you want to not break him as well. And the only
That's
people who
fair.
would know that would be someone who would probably know, like a wizard or something, would probably be very
Right.
helpful in that regard.
Right.
Okay.
So,
So I would say a salvage crew and probably some heavy lifters.
Mhm.
All right, I need 7 gnolls, 5 Goliaths.
an
God, I
ogre,
can't-
Yeah, just
I'm
an
gonna
ogre,
say
maybe a
I'm gonna say-
Cyclops.
one way it's going to be a week of travel,
Mhm.
and you will have to pay the crew that entire week.
How much?
Oh, no,
How much?
money?
So for the archaeologist, this would be 50 gold pieces. So about 100 for both ways.
Okay.
So 100 gold pieces for both ways. The wizard's more expensive because they're wizards and they suck. It's gonna be 120 gold pieces both ways. For both
Whatever, it's
ways.
fine. Can you just give me a bottom line number?
I'm gonna say in total, I'm gonna say 500 gold pieces total.
Done.
All right, sweet. And that gives you an archaeologist, a wizard who has some experience in constructs, as well as a small salvaging crew of about 3 dwarves and a heavy lifting crew of about 4 random individuals who can do the heavy lifting for you guys.
Got it.
Cool.
I am keeping track
And they-
of funds. Just
Yeah,
by the
they're going to
way.
bring their own carts, so you don't have to worry about them. But you're going to go down as a caravan,
Excellent.
and ideally, you guys are going to be protecting them on this journey southward. All right.
Protecting
Absolutely.
a caravan. It's like we're level 1 again.
I
Oh,
know,
man.
right?
I want to see some highwaymen try.
I want Hungry Boys Part 2.
It's just Remy in the armor. He's just there now.
The hungering.
He just scarecrow mans his way into the scene.
I will say this: these roads are relatively safe because they are main roads. Besides the goblin that yells penis and who's the merchant.
I wonder if we
Like-
should check in on them.
I don't
He
know
was
how
kind
to
of a
do this.
dick.
So what we can do here, this actually could be kind of crazy.
Oh god.
We're going to do a split party situation where one group is going to this village and the other group is going to the Underdark to deal with Mel, maybe. How about that?
With Mel?
Yeah. So Panic and Remy are dealing with the underbelly and are looking into Mel, and the rest of the party are going topside and are going to get Mike Crank. How does that sound?
I'm
Okay.
with that.
Okay.
Alright.
This is fun.
Oh, I'm just a little bit confused. Like Averyman wanted us for something and contacted us for something. Is this about Mel?
Well, you're going to have to go down and talk to Averyman. But I mean,
Yeah.
besides
Okay.
that, you have Mel as a plot point. So since we have a group of people going in one direction, I want the other group of people not to be just sitting and kind of, drinking
Fair enough. Why not?
margaritas at home. You're also going to be doing something for this week while you guys are split up. Does that make sense? It's kind of it's kind of like when you guys were split up where a group went to the docks and had a combat there, and then Panic, you were underground with Tiengo and Helena.
Yeah,
and
I
you had
remember.
your own thing there. Yes.
We
So
went
it's good.
three directions that time, I think. It was fun.
Yeah, so you guys are splitting up like that, essentially. So you guys are going to have
Okay.
your own shit split up as this is happening. So,
Let's go.
for the sake of this, Greckles, Task, and Borky, you guys gather up your workers who gather behind you in this caravan, and you guys say a fond farewell to the people of Alabast, as well as Panic and Remy, as you guys leave town. With rations in tow, and a dangling turkey leg between the two lizard hounds, which excitedly run forward. They're not the best animals for towing, but you'll get used to it, I'm sure. You guys set out southward to Titelheim, where you hope to collect the remains of Mike Crank. While that is happening, Remy and Panic, you guys open up the lid to the sewer system and to the underbelly.
Here we go again.
You don't miss the smell. As your feet lands onto the ground. The heat of the above land mixed with the humid and terrible smelling environment is just the best. Remy, you are donned in what essentially is chainmail for the sake of stats. Bosco? Uh-oh.
My God, he's muted.
It helps when that's not a thing. Got it.
Are you okay with what I said earlier? Are you okay with that?
The chainmail, yeah.
No, I mean like the splitting of the party and everything.
Oh
'cause
yeah,
I
that's
didn't-
fine.
Okay, sweet. Just
I
make
thought
sure
I
you're-
you could mute.
It's okay. But you and Panic are now in the sewer system. Fond memories have happened here. Task shooting Greckles in the butt. Almost getting eaten by whatever the hell that weird tentacle thing was. Poop.
Taking my
Alright.
shirt
Well, I
off
see in
and
the back
Tiango
there.
getting jealous.
What do you guys do? You guys are standing and
Watch out for
Well, yeah, I'll probably just we've been here enough times that I remember the way to the underbelly, right?
roll a survival check with advantage to remember the way.
Remember the way.
Beware poop.
Oh, it's coming. Jack of all trades, don't fail me now. Natural one.
There we go.
Oh.
Advantage, it's a 6. So
Yeah,
I don't
6.
suppose I get to roll this, do I?
yeah, you can roll 2.
Natural 3.
A 19.
Okay. Panic immediately is like, I know which way to go, and goes completely the wrong way.
Panic.
Hmm?
This way.
Yeah, no. I was just Stretching my legs.
As you guys begin to walk, this location is dark. How are you lighting the way?
With
Oh,
Panic's
boy.
charisma.
Yes, my glowing personality.
Triple disadvantage on perception.
Triple disadvantage.
How
That's
does
for
that mathematically
elves.
work?
That about evens out for me.
I call quadruple disadvantage.
Triple disadvantages for elves. I'm gonna go ahead. Are there like sconces or torches on the wall?
God, no, this is a sewer.
Imagine.
All right. I'm going to cast
Every time-
Panic's Pyrotechnics.
Whoa, that's crazy.
It's on your character sheet. I just clicked it. Hold on.
I suppose I will. Wait a minute. I might have something here. Hang on. Shoto a minute.
It always hurts, Gaijin.
Every time I do it, I just.
Go Mina, sorry.
I'm ignoring all of you now.
Oregano Ganaimas.
Akamitai.
It's evening.
Bakamita.
I would agree.
I have. Damn it. The spells and memory of spell storing won't help me either. Fuck it. I will polymorph into.
Can I just pull out something from an explorer's pack? I have a torch.
If you have a torch, then by all means.
Because I don't want to step on your toes.
Feel free to speak up,
I got a
Bosco.
torch where you don't have to burn a spell, buddy. I'm gonna pull out a
You
torch.
guys are level 11. This is great. This is your conundrum.
Johnny Dark Souls it up here.
Guys,
I also have dark vision, so like.
Yeah, that's true. But Remy doesn't, and I hope you care about him, so.
I'm gonna light a torch. Because
All right,
that's
you light
what
a
you do when you're
torch.
level 1.
And as you light a torch, the glistening surface of the stone makes way, and you guys proceed forward. Remy, remembering which direction to go. Notably, it is dark down here. You notice that some of the actual manhole covers are actually clogged with dirt and grass, and specifically cloth and stuff to block out the light, which is kind of strange. And as you guys proceed forward, you begin to hear the squeaking of rats, the slapping of oozes on the opposite end of the channels of water, kind of making their way around the sewer system. And you see bodies. Not a concerning amount of bodies, but probably every 10 minutes or so, you catch a dead body that is halfway through the forms of decay, with mold and various other insects currently devouring what remains. It's gross.
Ugh. They're long dead, right?
Oh yeah, they're long dead. They also appear to be kind of scoutish looking types, roguish looking types. No one really no one who's
no one
of any. Well, you don't know that, but for the most part, no one you would know from the surface. Essentially, these definitely seem to be residents of the underbelly proper.
No one I care about. Got it.
If you want to examine the body, both of you guys could roll a medicine check if you wish.
Medicine check.
Why would I do that?
Jack of all trades, don't fail me now.
I was gonna say this is all you, buddy.
14?
14. It looks like their necks were snapped. You don't see any visible wounds on their person, but you do notice that the neck and the shoulder are just disjointed slightly.
I wonder who could have done this.
Panic, do yourself a favor and stop being so inquisitive down here.
Can't help it. Just so curious.
I know. It's going to get you killed. Remy's gonna move forward with the light since he knows the way.
Okay.
Well, all
You
right.
guys continue forward. And eventually you begin to hear the off sound of voices and music. in the far distance, and you can see a light creeping around the corner as you know that you've made it to the underbelly.
Can I safely put out the torch if we don't need it anymore?
Yeah, you just kind of plunge it into the sewer water.
Got it. And I'm going to stash it
That's
away in
not
case I need to use it again.
No, it needs to be a bit more jovial. Hold on. What's this?
Ooh.
That works.
Funky.
Funky's on a roll.
Notably, the underbelly is not as raucous as it usually is. There's a bit more organization to things, surprisingly. You see a decent amount of people kind of mulling about in groups around the table, and the Crimson Pit, the fighting pit, is empty. And not only is it empty, it actually looks unused. It looks like there's a lot of people who are kind of training a lot. And as you guys make your way in, immediately you watch as a goblin kind of set in sort of like black leather garb with like a bandana over their face, kind of turns around and goes, "State your business!"
We're here to discuss something with Everyman.
What's your names?
Panic.
And the turkey?
Remy's going to look to Panic and then back to him. Virgil.
We got lots of Virgils down here, apparently. Very well. Tell the boss to say hello. Stay out of trouble. Keep your blades on the sides. People on edge down here.
Easy, easy. It's not like we're a storm that's approaching.
What?
You guys just walk in.
What?
Turns and
You do, as you guys kind of walk through the crowd, you do see Tiengo. He's currently sitting down with a book. He's got like a pair of glasses on, and he's just kind of leaning back in the chair. He watches like a lady kind of comes and goes, "Oh, Tiengo," and he just kind of puts a hand on her face and pushes her gently away and just goes back to the
Twitch. I
Excellent.
don't wish to be horny anymore. Just want to be happy.
I just wish to be happy.
He is notably perched next to Averyman's door for probably good reason.
Remy will motion for Panic to go in because last time we all had to wait outside, so he's going to go perch up on the wall.
I just sort of clear my throat.
You watch as Tiengo kind of looks up and looks very annoyed. And you watch as he does the most chaotic evil thing. He folds the corner of the page that he's on to bookmark his place in the book.
What a fucking monster.
Fuck you, dude.
He pulls out a lighter and like burns the edge of the page he was on.
It's you.
Yep. Here to talk to the boss.
He looks towards the door. How's the ankle biter?
She's doing all right.
Seems the people who ruffled our feathers don't like to leave us alone, huh?
Evidently. You're talkative.
It builds character. Get in there. He flips open the book again.
All right, I'll sidle on in.
Okay. As you make your way inside, you're met with the familiar, long, lavish hallway with beautiful vases and different decorum. And as you make your way into the main area, you see currently sitting cross-legged, also reading a book, is Averyman. And as you enter, immediately Averyman snaps the book shut and goes, "Ah, Panic. Aren't you a sight for
Averyman.
sore eyes?"
Everyman.
Well, what brings you here? If it's about that job I asked for, I'm afraid you're a little bit too late. But I could have some work for you and your friends.
Well, it was partially about that. I was curious. What was it, out of curiosity?
Nothing I wish to disclose in post, respectfully. It had to do with some. You watch as they stand up and walk over to their giant wine rack of a wall and just pull off a bottle and uncork it. It had to do with. And they go and pour the drink. Family relations of sorts. You know.
Ah. Monsters culling, huh?
Them? No. The contrary, really. Some of my children may have made their way into the city.
Slowly raises an eyebrow at that.
They take a long drink of the wine. Some of my grown children, Mr. Grimtongue. And they came with interesting information. Please sit. Do you want some wine?
Sure.
You watch as they begin to go through, and they're looking. You see them looking at the price, and they're like, "No, it's too expensive." They pull out an average cost bottle of wine and pour it out for you as you sit down.
Fair enough.
No offense, but come on.
I get it.
Things aren't going super good in Alabas as of late.
Yeah. No, not really. They haven't. Especially with recent developments and a whole bunch of different fronts.
Periton is moving very quickly.
How quickly?
Very, very quickly. My children were sent as liaisons for them, but I managed to intercept them. It was awkward, to say the least, but good.
I would
And you
like
watch
to
as they...
insight.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Go ahead and incite that.
19.
No, you cannot read them.
Fuck. Well, all right
Did you
then.
know? Did you know that's where I met Tiango?
In Periton?
Mainland Periton. I was conducting some business there, and
I know that's where he's from.
yeah, I had quite a few children in Periton. Might have been a mistake, but well, their interest in being spies has ended.
I imagine it's getting pretty dangerous.
It is very, very dangerous. Your confidant, your liaison, your boss, Lady Saliandris, is the great deal of conversation in hushed circles. So are you. Word's starting to get around, and people are starting to get nervous. But if I'm being perfectly honest, whether it was Periton or somewhere else, this was inevitably going to happen. Alavas is too great of an asset to just let to be what it is. Humans play these games constantly.
Too great of an asset to lose. Magic.
Panic Grimtongue. Magic and all the power that it brings, both divine and arcane. The mysterious corners of these lands can present far greater things as well. And I can see it in your eyes that you've seen it. The silver kobolds to the north with their advanced technology, the lost civilizations of man to the west, and the encroaching and yet subdued approach of the fire giants to the south. God knows what oceanic creatures lurk in the depths to the east.
I thought the war with the fire giants was on hold.
It is, but does not mean the fire giants are simply going away. A war at rest is not a war over.
Funny thing about fire giants, we actually managed to find one in a tunnel beneath our home.
Really?
Apparently
say
it had fallen down there and broken its leg.
No doubt fleeing from battle. You watch as they take another sip. That's the type of things I'm talking about. This land doesn't work off of logic. It's insane, if I'm being perfectly honest.
I hear you there. So, when it comes to protecting your bit of territory here, and all of this magic and insanity, where do you lie?
That is a good question, Mr. Grimtongue. You may villainize me for saying I wish to protect my own, but I think any mortal person would have that value. No doubt you would wish to save your allies as well.
I wouldn't call you a villain for thinking of your own interests.
My own interest lies in the families I've forged here, not in the most affectionate ways that you would see them as. Anna being one such example. If danger were to befall, I'd have to do what is necessary to protect what I need to live. At the same time, well, let's just say that Bork Bronzefang and I have been having a couple talks in private. The time to be at odds has very much ended when a greater threat lies upon the horizon.
That's comforting to know that all of us are on the same page, then.
The pride of the paladins must step aside, and our selfishness must be acknowledged and removed. But there is one problem.
That being?
The tunnels currently in the underbelly have been infested as of late.
Those bodies I saw walking in pretty
Yes.
well laid out.
Mel's toys have been wandering about and have been acting rather aggressive as of late.
Mel is back.
I haven't seen that bitch in years. She's gone as far as I know. But no one's gone near her little cubby in the corner of the sewer system, and I don't want to send anyone there. Anyone who's gotten anywhere near closest has their neck snapped by her, what was its name again? John?
Think that sounds familiar?
And God knows what other playthings are wandering about. And what other normal dangers lurk down here. It's all a mess.
You wouldn't happen to have any information on Mel's whereabouts nowadays, would you?
The only person who would know is Merchant, and I have not seen them either for a long time. But I did hear rumors that Mel was wandering about the city a couple years ago, but Merchant was not with her, so there is a good chance that he may be still here, and I've just simply lost track of him. That's all guessing, of course, but it hopefully will give you a grain of hope.
Give me a day and I could probably find him.
Very well.
Mel probably has some comeuppance coming from us as well. I could probably rustle up some people and take care of this.
Penna Grimtongue, take my advice. If you ever run a crime syndicate, Never house necromancers. They're much more trouble than they're worth.
I will take note of that if I ever run a crime syndicate, which hopefully won't have to happen.
Won't indeed. Also, intriguing work on that new temple and where it leads.
So you've been keeping up on everything, pretty much.
Ugh, panic. It's my business to keep up on everything. Plus, I won't lie, Hastred has been feeding me some unique information. Nothing particularly private, but more of a general report. He may have a seat in the council, but he still owes me.
As I recall, didn't you guys kick him out of here?
We did. But he does do good business when he's willing.
Business is business, I guess.
It's like a bad relationship, breaking up and getting back together. But you are here. I assume you had questions of me, or simply just wanted to catch up.
Well, it was sort of pertaining to Mel. Among other things, but you've already answered those questions without me even having to ask.
Oh, well, you're welcome. You watch as they kind of cock the wine glass and then take another, like, they kind of just finish up the glass and put it on the table.
Say that I help you get rid of this John problem. What'd be in it for me?
We have spells here that aren't permitted by the city of Alavast. I have 3 individuals scrying on the Periton forces as we speak. I'm intentionally relaying that information to Bork Bronzefang and the council on the regular. I could perhaps see if that information is slipped to you as well.
An intriguing offer. One I might just take you up on.
And again, with all proper business ventures, it stays between us.
Of course.
Not just due to secrecy, but I'd rather not Periton know that we're peering too much. They know that this
idea.
They know that this city is magical, and most of their highest ranking individuals know so and have made great lengths to ensure that we cannot see what they're up to. But what we do know we can use. Here's what I know so far. And they begin to speak. Remy. You are currently standing outside by yourself amongst all of the different individuals. This time, less aggressive and less rowdy. They actually seem pretty organized right now.
Oh, good.
Mm-hmm.
He's just gonna wait for panic. He's learned his lesson of talking and trying to do stuff.
Okay. Roll a perception check, though, for me.
Okay. 19.
Nice. As you're kind of standing there and leaning up against the wall, you hear 2 goblins kind of conversing. A hobgoblin and a goblin. And a bugbear. You know what? Let's get the three different tiers.
Whoa!
Snap.
They're all sitting around a table, and you can see them kind of marking out on a map, and you hear the goblin say, "Yeah, I flew back. There's probably about 10 ships. That's a decent armada as a lead point, but they can't seem to get past the channels leading out of Tricadia. Tricadia's intercepted, trying to slow down their movement, but give or take, maybe, 6 months they probably get here. Maybe longer, hopefully." And you hear the bugbear go, You don't think the storms are going to slow them down? Storms? They probably got ways through the storms. They got all kinds of magic users all the time, right?
What we can do is in a channel here, and then you see them kind of talking about it.
Fuck. Oh, God. I don't have panic sending stone on me, do I?
I think you gave that back.
You gave it back to me for some reason.
Good, well, because it's yours. Heaven forbid I give you your property back.
Yeah, but you just used it to fuck with Solly.
I didn't.
Famous Corporal
No,
Master Thief.
no. Hold on. Timeout. Correction. I used it to keep my word with Lady Lady Isla.
Which
Lady
was to
Isla-
fuck with Solly.
Yeah,
That
but
was
I
what
didn't
you
have
had
a.
to do.
I don't really have a choice. Okay. She kind of did me a fucking solid.
Press X to doubt.
Still complicit in crimes.
Fucking. Hey, just gave you the happiest information of your life. Could you do me a favor? I don't want to, but sure.
Destroy someone's life.
It's not destroying someone's life, it's just making them uncomfy to be mean.
Like I said,
kind of.
destroying someone's life.
Fair enough. You overhear that, Remy, as you're kind of standing there in general chatter.
All right.
It seems like they're producing a lot of invisibility potions and spell scrolls, dimension door spells, and like a lot of escape-based stuff, like kind of a get-out-of-dodge situation sort of thing.
So it looks like they're getting ready to run when shit gets bad.
Well, if they have to, they have abilities that would help them do so, yeah. You get the
Got it.
sense. Yeah.
And their ship's already on the way near Tricade.
This goblin is saying as such. Whether or not that's truthful, you don't know. It's just what they're saying.
Can I insight if it's true?
Sure, go ahead.
22.
Nice. They are speaking truthfully. You notice that they are in like kind of a sea garb, so they probably do work the docks at the very least and have heard these rumors.
All right, I'm going to stay perched on the wall and just, if I catch anything beyond what I've already heard, I'm going to make note of it and then let Panic know when he comes out.
Okay. Panic. Every man speaks to you. I don't know if you've heard, and probably word of it has been kept low due to the fact that we do want, Panic to break out in the city. No offense. A trading vessel from Boulder was attacked, specifically on its way to Alabast as a threatening message to the people of Alabast.
Periton, I'm assuming.
Yes. And as such, well, people have been on edge, those that do know about it. To our knowledge, there are 10 ships currently on their way as a frontal assault, fanning out over the coastline of Alabast in various different directions. The Vetrion clerics and clergy and the Avon clergy, as well as every other clergy that's available, and specifically the USPA naval fleet, are attempting to counterattack. But I want to put this perspective in your head, Panic Grimtongue. We are a city versus a country. There is a chance we succeed, but it is going to be hard fought.
Yeah, I suppose so.
There is one beneficial thing, and the scene cuts back to you, Remy, as you're still listening to this goblin, the hobgoblin in particular, that seems to be a magically inclined individual, speaks and goes, Some of the arcanists in the land believe that the large crystals and their appearance are the city itself putting up a protection against the threats that appear to be approaching us. Such theorems have not been proven as of late, but it does lend an idea that perhaps the city itself is wishing to fight back. Waters turning turbulent on their own, despite weather suggesting otherwise. Birds attacking specific spies in the city streets. There's a certain element of the erraticness of Alavast fighting back. Theorem it may be. It cuts back to you, Panic. Either way, all of us need either a plan to get out or to fight back with ferocity, and both. And while we may not have been amicable in the past, Mr. Grimtongue, and I don't mean that in terms of our relationship, I mean it just in general with my relationship with everyone, the time for such comforts is over. I hate to say it, but it's time to get along. Ugh. She kind of shudders at that and goes and uncorks another bottle of wine.
I agree. The alternative is divided, we all die.
Gruesome, Mr. Grimtongue. Very, very gruesome. But let us not speak doom and gloom, but business. Deal with the John problem, and I will provide you with as much information as possible, and perhaps items to help you on your journeys.
That would be most appreciated.
They extend a hand to you.
I extend my hand as well.
And they shake, and as they shake, they turn to you and say, I've said it in the past, I had wished that perhaps you would die so I could take advantage of your most beautiful form, but in this circumstance, don't die. Live, if you wouldn't mind.
Good luck to whoever tries.
Take care, Mr. Grimtongue.
You as well, everyman.
And you step out the door.
Yep.
So just to convey, both of you heard the equal amounts of information. You just heard them from different sources.
Mm-hmm.
And as Panic steps out,
I'm tipsy.
It's well said.
Excuse me.
God.
Tiango just looks up from the book briefly and then looks back to the book and licks his thumb and flips the page.
Remy's gonna wait like an obedient mercenary for Panic to approach him.
Well, Virgil, I got what I needed.
We have a problem.
Cast message, yeah?
That's not word-based, right?
No. I don't think. Hang on a minute.
I go.
Oh, it's verbal, somatic, and material, so I wouldn't. I just under my breath be like, here, what's up?
Remy will nod for us to walk away from all the ears.
All right, you guys make your way out of the underbelly into the more discreet channels of the sewer.
Pendleton is on the move. Ships. At least 6.
I heard 10.
Great.
I've heard that.
Go ahead.
Oh, I've heard that there are several different clergies that are trying to interrupt them as they're making their way here, but I'm not sure what sort of luck.
Did you hear about the city trying to fight back? Whatever. Probably has something to do with whatever the four of you are always talking about.
Yeah. Every man has some information and perhaps some items that they're willing to part with if we help them deal with a certain problem.
Kind of problem.
A necromancy problem. You may not know this, but before we met you, we came down here and there was a black kobold in service to Averyman, a necromancer by the name of Mel.
The person that Lady Isla's looking for.
The very same. She stole a bead of Hoketh. And when she left, presumably to avoid capture and probably execution, she left some of her people behind. If you get my drift.
Then we gather the rest of the party, come back down here, and we interrogate them.
I'm not sure you understand what I mean by people. A necromancer's experiments hardly qualify anymore. You saw those bodies, yes?
Yes, I did.
apparently, I'm not even sure what it was, some sort of flesh golem. It's been running rampant.
And it's down here.
Yes, and it's killing people.
Then we need to stop it.
I agree.
We should also let the council know, at least about the ships.
Baruch Bronzefang already knows.
How?
Sort of tilt my head back towards the room we were just in.
No. They're working together?
United we stand, divided we
Fall.
fucking die and the sun explodes.
That's the less, yes, that. Look, I don't disagree with you. I'm just surprised.
Baruch hasn't had an easy time navigating the politics of the city, and he needed a leg up, I'm going to assume. And not once again back towards the area.
Unfortunately, in war, you can't pick your allies.
Don't think every man's necessarily evil person.
I don't know what they are, and it's probably safer that way.
Well, right now, they're willing to help us save the city and perhaps the world.
And honestly, as long as you trust them, that's good enough for me.
Yeah.
All right. So, Panic and Remy, as you look forward into the dark and dank depths of the sewers, the quarry that you've agreed to both uncover, destroy, and investigate. Greckles, Task, and Borky. As the days pass and you ride on your caravan towards Tettelheim, you expected the remains of a city or a town left to ruin after a great battle. But the giant skeletons and swords that mar the landscape, the crumpled and crushed homes, the disrepair and the hollow ground, you feel unnerved. Both you in the sewers and you on the fields of Tettelheim feel a presence. Something evil, unseen, looking at you. And as you swallow hard, that is where we're going to end the session for tonight.
Oh boy.
That's how you do it. That's how you do
Who's
it.
ready to fight Satan?
Oh my god.
Hi, Austin.
Bye,
Guys!
Austin.
Bye,
Hey, guys,
Austin.
What's this forbidden stone? I'm gonna move it a little bit. Oh, that was a bad mistake. I let the ghost out.
173.
173.
173.
I told you guys this would be kind of a weird, all over the place
Yeah,
session.
yeah, it's fine.
It was fun. Yeah, I was about to say it's fine.
This is fun. It was really fun seeing Remy in the Underdark. I'm not gonna lie. It was fun.
You know what I'm expecting? There was a time we had a split party, but we all shared the same initiative. And I thought that was really cool. And I'm like, was this gonna happen again?
That was a fun idea. It was like
That
you
was
jumped
super
between the two
cinematic.
action scenes.
Yeah.
Okay, Reaper. Show me what you can do.
Money, can we have nice music?
Yes, okay. 1 second. I'm saving my audio.
Whoa, oh fuck!
There we go.
Phenomena.
It's Seamus music.
I just imagined Fortnite dancing to this.
Why?
It's because it's stupid.
No, now we need someone to 3D model Monty's DM form flossing.
By the way, can I just say, if this was your first time catching a session live, I'm really sorry.
Oh, jeez.
Like, someone in the chat was like, this is my first session, I'm very confused, and I'm really
Episode
sorry.
173.
Yeah, this was a really heavy plot episode. Probably the most heavy plot episode we've had in a decent amount of time.
Yeah, I loved it.
So,
Fucking love lore.
I also, Monty, I'm just gonna
Lore
say this
never
is a
changes.
non sequitur because I just want to assure everyone, because I actually have gotten actuallys before, like the week before. I know I used volley wrong. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It was the first time I used it. It won't happen again. And if it does, someone can correct me.
Well, I'm sorry. Did you get something wrong in a game with this many rules?
I know, right? I'm so ashamed.
Get a tabletop rule wrong, Zito. How could you?
time to unalive.
You misused
Honestly,
ability you just acquired?
If it weren't for the people in the comments section, how would you know of your fuck up?
I don't know, man. I don't look at the comments.
As somebody who does look at the comments, that's the appropriate place to let people know what you think.
Oh, good. So I'll know to ignore it.
Sorry. Someone Zenlita did a meme of Broken Everyman in the Get Along shirt.
Excellent.
I love the get along shirt though.
Allow me, hang on. I'm just gonna save this again real quick and
Okay.
okay. Alright. That's saved now. Now I can pull up all my other stuff now that I'm done recording. But let's do our outros first. Gaijin Goomba, where can they find you? What are you up to?
Find me at twitch.tv/GaijinKuba every Tuesday, Saturday, Sunday, 7 p.m. US Central Time. No H, Connor. I blame you. Taco Tuesday has been a hoot. It has been a learning process, though. Holy cow, has it been a learning process. I am actually, I've got a sick-ass electric Taiko. One of those sling over the shoulder ones that I actually can connect to the computer and play through the computer. So it's a good time. I'm sound balancing issues, horrible sound balancing issues, but that is going to be my thing every Tuesday. I might actually have some practice streams intermittent throughout like the mornings. And that's just me doing whatever, because I love playing that thing and I love sharing it with people. Other than that, I am plowing through Ninja Gaiden, the Ninja Gaiden Sigma games. I gave up on 1, 2 is a blast. I don't know about 3, but we're starting to fight as Ayane, and boy, are things getting interesting. Aside from that, I've got another game called Uppers. It's the most batshit insane anime beat 'em up ever, but it's like post-apocalyptia, badass boys beat up other boys on an island. That's all I can explain. Other than that,
might be hungry.
Right. Other than that, on my channels, I am working on a new Monster Hunter Rise video talking about the Gasharag, talking about the cultural origins of that Oni boy. It should be a lot of fun. That should be out next week. This week, however, I am putting together, I kid you not, with my wife, a 50-minute video answering the question why you should actually like Don't Mess With Me Nagatoro and Uzaki-chan Just Wants to Hang Out. Like, I have never been this adamant about a heavily memed anime, but like, we pour our hearts out into it, and it's something that if you've even had a mild interest in either of those shows, you're going to want to check that out. Because I promise you, no one else is talking about this kind of stuff. Gas me.
Smell, yeah. Bosco, where can they find you? What are you up to?
On vacation.
You deserve it.
You deserve it.
Okay, guys, that's it then.
Yeah, no, that wasn't a pun. Leave me the fuck alone.
Okay, talk how
I'm on
where can they find
vacation.
you?
You can find me at twitch.tv/TalkHunter111. No streams until this weekend.
Zeno, where can they find you?
Twitch.tv/Zito. Playing carts again. Indie games will happen. Might draw. Hopefully at normal hours, but don't expect it. Probably draw really late at night for auction shit, because people like character designs for some ungodly reason, so it helps pay bills. Speaking of help paying bills, Aloysius' Guide to Social Acceptance. I have poured a lot of money, time, and effort into this thing. Volume 1 is near completion. My editor is 75% done with the editing process. Where in Volume 1, did you know that, hi everyone, Internet Sensation Guy Jagoomba here. I have this thing called Hengi Yokai.
I'm sorry.
Listen.
Go on.
That guy Chris Zito, he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. But listen, you got that good shit. You got that Hengi Yokai, which basically means that any animal, beast, creature that you have in D&D that is a CR of up to 2, you could play as that. Just basically make an animal person. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's been made to tailor that way. And then maybe, oh hi, Chris Zito here. I just kicked Gaijin Goomba out of my house. You can for Volume 2. Did you know, so we were talking about Nyogi before and how they're like bastard people and they're very scary. Did you know that in Volume 2 you could probably play as one? I don't know why you would, but I mean, I gave people the option and I made it work. I balanced it out. So yeah, Aloysius' Guide to Social Acceptance, a book of player options of 80 races throughout all of D&D's history. Altogether will be about $60. Get them. Torture your DMs, play crazy characters. Listen, you want to be a cloaker? I can let you be a cloaker. That's in Volume 1. I made it work. Don't worry about it.
Woo! Monty Glue, where can they find you?
You can find me at Monty Glue on Twitter, and you can find me at twitch.tv/Monty Glue. I'll be streaming on Sunday. Hopefully, maybe. We'll see. Won't be streaming tomorrow. Unfortunately, I have some meetings, and unfortunately they overlap. So just... yeah, but I'll be back at it, so just keep your eyes peeled. Metopia is a time. Definitely check that one out. I will be uploading the rest of Ocarina of Time to my YouTube, as well as I'm going to start uploading Resident Evil 8. That's a really good one if you want to check that one out. That game was really good and was really fun to play with Bosco, so definitely come and check that game out.
I miss you.
I'm sorry.
I miss you.
You can play video games again. It's not like we can't.
One day.
I gotta kick your ass in Metopia. You're the Dark Lord Bosco. You need to die.
I know, I'd probably deserve it.
Like that vacation.
I do.
How dare you vacay?
Speaking of vacations, they can find me on Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube.com/Distortion Devil. I stream Tuesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, playing some tabletop simulator, Yakuza 4, Guilty Gear Strive, Among Us, Resident Evil 8, bunch of fun stuff happening this week. Oh, right. I should also be sure to plug this. On Sunday, the 18th of this month, I will be playing Monster Hunter Rise with the my stream community, raising money for No Kid Hungry.
Oh
nice.
Yeah, I'm doing Carving for Kids. I'm gonna host a big old Monster Hunter marathon that'll be going through Sunday. I'll probably be doing a bit of an extended stream. We're looking to raise $3,000 for No Kid Hungry, and I'm hoping to see a bunch of you there. And I will say right now, I will match the highest donation that isn't from probate.
Okay, yeah, good. Good save. Good save. Good save.
I'm not insane. I'm not insane.
Connor, you want to play that game?
Oh no.
It's on tape. I'll see you during the stream.
Well,
Mark's
There we
also
have it.
challenging you too.
I'm gonna go fucking bankrupt.
Well, y'all are gonna have to get in line because I'm trying to get into some of that fundraising as well.
Fight,
Hey.
fight.
I was literally contacted by the same person as Connor in
It's
order
true.
to do that. So let's have to see
Yo,
how
is
it goes.
Yo, is there gonna be a kindness war?
Maybe.
Might.
We'll
Fuck
have to
yeah,
see.
kindness wars.
And
I don't
that's
know,
happening. That's happening for me, at least, on Sunday, the 18th. Yeah.
Woo!
Kindness war.
I'm still trying
Be
to
sure-
I'm still trying to schedule mine out.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Be sure to check out Dead House Sonata, the action RPG where you play the dead to fight the living. Be sure to check out their YouTube channel. They've got some interesting tech demos going on for what's going to happen in the game. A bunch of AI-generated animations that look fantastic. Lots of cool technology. Be sure to check it out. Also, be sure to check out my DM's Guild, where I have a bunch of 5th edition subclasses out, including the Augmentation Artificer. And be sure to look out sometime this month for the Circle of the Sentinel Druid. And with that out of the way, oh boy. I'd like to thank our wonderful sponsor for this evening, Die Hard Dice. Die Hard Dice has a fantastic
Oh, I hit my mic.
selection. LOL. Die Hard Dice is a fantastic selection of dice and dice accessories in all sorts of different sizes, shapes, and colors you could possibly want. Fantastically crafted, both polymer and metal dice. Some interesting stuff coming down the pipeline as well, but shh, that's a secret. Be sure to be on the lookout for amazing deals, including their new line of single-colored dice in one set, I believe Monty said. Each of the dice are colored a different color, which will really be helpful for people who are just getting into the hobby and could use some color coding to figure out which dice does what and which one is used in different situations.
Yeah, you can literally be like,
another
use the red
helpful
one.
tool. Another helpful tool into getting into this wonderful hobby that we all love so very, very much.
They can also be an
and you
instrument.
True. It's you can make a maraca out of them as well. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And you can find all that and more at dieharddice.com. And if you use the code TheUnexpectables on checkout, you can save 10% off your entire order. And with that, it's time to thank some wonderful people who've donated gifts and subs today. Bosco, do you happen to remember where we left off?
Roman at 5,000 bits.
All right. I Snake Eyes, or wait, I'll just start there. Roman Penguin, thank you for the 5,000 bits. I Snake Eyes, thank you for the 1,000 bits. Remy went from a level 100 boss to a level 1 crook real fast.
Oh my god!
This is
that's
how
a
Mafia
callback.
works. Flustered Bun, thank you for the 100 bits. I'll see everyone later. Gonna switch to lurk mode and pass out since I have work tomorrow. Catch y'all in the VOD and wherever else. Night. Have a good night,
Go to
Flustered
sleep.
Bun. Nom Nom Goblin, thank you for the 100 bits. Where's my elephant?
Where's my elephant?
The Nordic Cougar Tamer, thank you for the 500 bits. No, not our baby boy.
Oh boy.
Capital D colon. Brysaurus, thank you for the 100 bits. Hype. Mr. Crispy, thank you for the 100 bits. Don't play with my heart, Monty. We're finally going after Mel. Is it real? Oh my god, I need more bits for this moment. I wasn't ready. Yes, people have been calling for Mel's death for quite some time.
You're gonna have to two-man that thing.
Real life years, even. We got it covered.
Wait.
Zen Lita, thank you for the 200 bits. Episode title, Legend Lore.
Ooh. Yeah, we actually
King-
changed an episode title.
Yeah. Kane Time, thank you for the 5 subs gifted to our wonderful community.
Hey,
Philip
what up, Kanye?
Chanter, thank you for the 500 bits. Hey Zito, Alpha was right. Tuesday's game took up all your bad rolls.
Oh, yeah. I played a Namir, finally. I actually got to play one of my creations in a game on Tuesday. Soulless. How did it feel?
Yeah.
Strange, but very rewarding in the fact that people actually, now I can see why people actually enjoy my content, because I actually got to experience it. I love Soulless, and he's a little gremlin.
Yeah. Ooh, fantastic Callum, thank you for the 50 bits. Episode title, Fallen from Grace. Messenger of Chaos, thank you for the 500 bits. No message, just bits. Thank you kindly. Fantastic Callum, thank you for the additional 100 bits. Once again, at some point, I should probably go back and watch the series fully. LOL X3. Ace Bounty, thank you for the 10 bits. It's sad, but with lore episode, not many people have time to catch up on the show. It took me 8 months, and I was multitasking while doing it. We do have quite a bit of content out there now.
We really do. Sorry.
We have a bit, just a smidge.
We're looking into it, is all I'll say. We're looking into it. The Friendly Grim, thank you for the 100 bits. Tiago must be the most evil man in the world now. How could you fold the corner of a book? I'm triggered, Muncie.
You want to know why that's so horrible? I did that. I do that with my own books, though.
I used to do it until I figured out that it was a really bad idea. Also, the books
Yeah,
weren't mine; they were the school's.
Oh, I stopped. I use like a bookmark or like a receipt now, but like, you know, if I had nothing, it was all I had. Or I have to remember what the page number was.
Okay, Monty, all I have to say is that if you did that to my actual Steve Purcell signed copy of Sam and Max, I would have killed you.
No, I would never do that to like an actual nice book. Like I'm talking
I just want you to know, I'll kill a man.
I will kill you. Okay, thanks, Zito. I go to your house, I see the book, I start sweating.
Thank you for gifting 15 Tier 1 subs to the community.
Whoa!
Dang.
Edward Bosco.
Ed?
There he is.
What a cool
Thank you so
vacation he's
much.
taking.
Yeah. His wallet is he's doing all the work now. The Friendly Grim, thank you for the 100 additional bits. I got you, Connor. Okay. Defective Sheep, thank you for the 10 subs gifted to the community. As well, Magic Ninja Go, thank you for the 100 bits. Get 10% off your orc.
Nice.
Ah, so it'd be an irk.
Irk.
That's okay. It wasn't funny. Gaben's Prophet, thank you for the 2 months in a row. Monty does the thing.
There you go.
There you go.
Wow, that's a cool
And
thing.
Magic Ninja Go, thank you for the 100 bits. Uses Lego katana pieces in various colors as bookmarks.
What the fuck kind of chaotic monster are you? What the fuck?
I want you to know I will create the perpetual motion machine using only Lego, Zito. It's the only
See,
way.
that doesn't bother me, but using a fucking Lego as a bookmark, I feel so fucking violated. Ugh.
Edward Bosco, thank you for gifting. I'm not sure how many more that was. I think it was 2 or 3 more. I think 2 or 3 more gifted subs.
But that's okay, Connor. Continue.
Yeah, I know.
Well,
He
you didn't
gave
do
it
it
to some
all
guy
at-
called Zito, but fuck that
You
guy.
didn't do it all at once, and I can't count.
God, it's spicy tonight.
Thank you, though. And Fantastic Callum, thank you for the 100 additional bits. I can't wait for how close we are to 200. We're going to have Beach Episode 2 right in the middle of the final battle.
It's the Izakai episode.
Oh my god.
Oh.
We all get hit by a truck while we're fighting for our lives with Icarus.
There we go.
We end up in the Critical Role campaign somehow.
Oh my god. We're here. All right.
It's at the end of the campaign. Everything's on fire. Oh God! What happened?
All right. That's it for me.
Before we all head out, one final announcement. The 17th, the Saturdays from the 17th to the 31st, we're going to be doing a special 3-part campaign with 4 new players. So definitely come and check that out. It's going to be running on the same time period as Prince Division and Gateway, as Connor is abandoning us and hates us. So definitely come and check that out. It'll be really, really fun, and we'll post information on that throughout the week. So, yeah.
I fucking had enough. I'm going away into the woods for a while.
He's just about McFucking had it.
It's just about fucking hell.
Like I'm gonna
if I
fucking
hear
lose
any-
it.
If I hear any more of these jokes, I'm gonna grimace.
All right, where are we going?
Hamburglar.
There we go.
That's a good question.
Mayor McCheese.
We do have Boobs McBalrog. We do have Caitlin.
Yeah, she
Oh,
is
she'll be
streaming.
playing. So yeah.
Yeah, she'll be playing. What should the raid message be? Legend lore?
Hamburglar.
Let Connor nap. Let Connor nap.
Let me sleep for 500 years.
Robble robble.
Why are you trying to?
Is it?
Why are you
Is it-
trying to gumshoe fucking McDonald's slogans in here? You goddamn
Is it-
corporate shill.
Is Boobs
It's
McBalrog
nap
with
time.
Is Boobs McBalrog with zeros or is it
Zeros
all
instead of the
all right.
arrows.
So it is okay.
I demand robble robble. I demand it.
There'll be no corporate shilling during nap time.
All right. What will the raid message be, guys? Please.
Must
You know
I
what?
repeat myself?
Robble.
The raid
Get
message
outta
is
here.
McDonald's uses slave labor.
Get out of here.
What's really in the nuggets?
Oh.
Probably in those nugs.